down a bit. Actually,
if you're
let's turn that back up.
Unironically defend the
I'm
concept,
starting off
and I don't even know
YouTube
how
only,
this is, of like 3
just
or 4 year
some
old trans
lazy
people, you've lost
React
the
shit
plot.
because
You guys,
I can't think of anything to play. I don't really feel like playing Star Siege. It just doesn't feel. I don't know. I just didn't like playing it.
You've lost the plot.
So
like,
I might hop on some
Marauders.
Marauders.
So when you guys say, "Oh no,"
so, I'll just think about it while I'm watching stuff.
Because of trans
Plus,
issue,
I tend to like talk while I'm watching along with stuff. So fuck it. Oh yeah, so he's talking about why some stuff like he's saying he's not going to talk about certain stuff like.
I'm a griper, but I watch you for a balanced perspective. I know a lot of people like me. You disappointed a lot of your fans with that decision. I don't give a fuck. Then don't watch me. You don't have to watch me if you don't want to. I don't have an obligation to help bolster Nick on his dying platform because he decided to throw his lot in with fucking Kanye West being a little fucking Nazi kid. That's him. That's his decision. You have to make decisions, and like a big boy, you have to live with it. I'm not gonna associate with somebody like that
gripers,
like
fuck off.
pushing fucking W Hitler, love Hitler, Nazi fucking propaganda. Shit is fucking weird and fucking cringe. The only reason I associated with him prior to this is because AF was kind of moving away from that cringe larby bullshit. Even on your little fucking private forum that you guys link, I like for the most part you guys are trying to move away from that really fucking cringe ultra anti-Semitic bullshit. But the Kanye shit flipped you guys completely right. Now you're back in that fucking real world. I don't want to have much to do with
dude. No cap.
Like that. I'm sorry, but upset you. Go complain to your
no cap. The second that fucking.
If you want to be fucking part of the Daily Stormer,
the second that Kanye started, AD. Hey, just starting off some watching along with shit, mainly this live streamer I follow, maybe some YouTube videos. I'm just, I don't know what to do. I'm on vacation this week, so I'm just kind of doing whatever.
Obsessing over like fucking Jews and everything. It's such a boring, played out, tired. Like Jewish people to you are like the trans people of the fucking progressive movement, and that you guys just obsess over it way too fucking much, and it makes me not want to engage. So suck a dick. Maybe in a few months I'll reconsider, but.
Damn. Yeah, like once Kanye came out with his shit, like for some reason, like it's D. Just letting you know this stuff's gonna be mainly like political. So if you really don't care, it'll be political at times. Oh fucking damn it!
If Walsh and other Daily Wire people talked about Mohican, then it would be more clear that they maybe knew competition, right? But I think it's because all they talk about are social issues, and that's all the clips of them. Yeah, but the problem is, I don't think people know where the average American stands on social issues. Like, you guys think that, like, over 50% of Americans are probably okay with, like, 15-year-olds on puberty blockers. And that's just not the case. Whole countries have moved away from that standard of care for trans youth. And you guys think that it's insane that like, fucking conservatives would say that. Like, you've lost the plot on trans issues. You completely lost the plot on it. Like, it's fucking insane.
Shit. Okay, hold on. I mean, whatever, D. I might have some hot takes, so hold on. I gotta try and find my left earbud fell out. I don't know where it went. I thought it fell over here by my ottoman. It ended up falling dead center of my under table. What the fuck? Also, I'm on your Discord. Would you mind if I join you on the stream? Sorry, D. Not really. I don't know if I'm really in that mood right now. Are you like sitting in my voice channel? One of my voice channels? Let me get that back over here. You guys.
What the hell? Continuation on earlier comment. They don't want to swing hard either way. Just using their words, Candace Owens, Knowles, since they're Daily Wire people, and these words seem farther than center-right.
I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets, the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about whenever we think
my table so it doesn't buzz into the mic.
at least in America, is Hitler. You know, he was a National Socialist. But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German, everybody to be speaking German.
No,
he a different way. That's not, to me, that's not nationalism.
That wasn't what he wanted to do. I mean, it was what he wanted to do, but it wasn't everyone to be German. He wanted to. He wanted everyone. He wanted to get rid of a fucking race.
Your country's identity and to make
Whoo, buddy. Hitler was not a nationalist. I mean, he might have been at the start of his time, but holy shit, no.
In the UK is what you kind of want to avoid. So I don't have.
What do you? This is why I don't trust. This is why I don't believe anything you guys say. This is why I don't trust anything. I don't trust anything from a progressive. Like I said, I treat you guys online the exact same way as I do Nazis. And you deserve it. You've earned it. You've earned that treatment. What is your interpretation of what she's saying here? Do you think she's saying that I was okay with the death camps in the country, which, by the way, I think most of them are outside of Germany, so technically that even would, in the most technical sense, it technically would fit her argument. But, like, she's not saying here that she's okay with the death camps. She's
sorry,
saying
I'm
just okay to be nationalistic, but Germany's problems with that, they were also trying to conquer countries around them, too. But, like, every standard conservative is going to defend the idea of nationalism to you. Like, no fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some... Yeah.
Yeah, probably. The ADLC is coming from everywhere. Okay, I'm probably going to disagree with the ADL on a lot of shit. I also disagree with the SPLC on a lot of shit. Like, sure, I don't care. I don't care what the ADL says on that. It doesn't change the clip. Like, or I'm curious, do you think he or she's saying, like, W Hitler? Like, I actually support Jewish eradication. I just wish they would only do it in Germany? Like...
Yeah, I mean, it can't...
Forethought does think that. Good.
Oh no, is this? Yep, I knew it was gonna be this clip. I knew it was gonna be this clip of Michael Knowles. God.
There can be no middle way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. Transgenderism is true. If men really can become women, then it's true for everybody of all ages. If transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they can,
there's a difference between gender and sex. For fuck's sake.
Then we should not indulge it, especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. If it is false, then for the good of society, and especially for the good of the poor people who have fallen prey to this confusion, transgenderism...
Seems like a lot of people just see extremes as just super right wing or super left wing for some reason. I think for most progressives, like here, like this is how it works. Okay.
Taxing with the spicy. You probably can't see it. I don't know how well the.
And then this is Nazi.
Yeah, dude. Like this is what I mean, dude. Like.
That's it.
Like Steven's stream talks about AOC, political, like more socio-political issues. So like, if you really don't want to see this, then I'll probably be playing some video games later. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna play, but yeah.
That's not a Nazi in hiding. I'm so curious, like what a progressive would say. They're not gonna give you an answer, right? And then even a hard question: who's a center right person to a progressive? Like they're not gonna have like, yeah, I don't know. They'd say you're a centrist. No, people don't even call me a centrist.
No.
They say they call me
They call him a liberal.
People call me far right.
Yeah, people are just mislabeling shit. Literally left, right, and center.
Actually, that's actually true. They might call Biden a centrist. When Biden, I'm pretty sure, has led the most progressive administration in U.S. history. Like, yeah. No one is seriously calling you far right, Destiny. Okay.
I mean...
Oh yeah, we were watching this, sorry.
You know what?
I understand, D.
Personally, I think there's some ways in which feminism has worked against women's interests. You right-wing
Oh yeah, trust me, D. I don't agree with Michael Knowles' statement at all. I think he's fucking retarded on that. It's like, no, transgenderism is a thing.
But I noticed as someone
You know, it's
look at you, it's not
you know,
like you're an influencer.
transitioning.
Platform Sam Hyde when you
It,
sit him and
you know,
I
having
wanna do an interview
like
with Sam Hyde 'cause I'm not sure
having
what he- heard a
one
lot of different things. It's
having the
interesting
sex
character
of
when it comes
one,
No, you're not gonna
but
guilt
but your
trip me into
mind
giving
is
a
like the
platform to
other.
your, like,
You know,
daddy. I'm
your
sorry.
mind believes
I don't
it's the
owe my
other.
platform to anybody.
That
Like,
I
there-
you know.
you're not gonna there's no you're not gonna debate me into. I just don't feel like platforming Nick right now. I just don't feel like it. Maybe in the future I will, but he wanted to cast his lot in with Nick Fuentes or with Kanye
Yeah.
West, and that shit fucking failed miserably. He came out as
Yeah.
much farther right with him than I'd seen it like the past year for him. I just have no interest in like fucking platforming that right now. I'm sorry if that upsets you or makes you sad.
ally. You're just an enemy.
Destiny's not a Fuentes fan. The Reagan or the Renegan of Rage in my YouTube chat, he probably is. That guy is super conservative. That guy is constantly shooting me on my YouTube chat. I don't know.
No, I'm not even looking at the YouTube chat. I'm on his main like
The moment we
channel.
disagree, you're not like an ally who I disagree with. You're not like this person on the same team who we just have a different vision to some degree. You're an enemy immediately.
Yeah, you're gonna be in that whole ass box. There's no nuance. It's funny how like I counted. All right, the other day I was looking at my cell phone, and there are more than 10 applications on my phones that are meant for communication.
Okay. Go.
Over 10. That's without the text messaging and the phone calls, which that's what the phone is meant for.
Yeah.
And we have all this technology to communicate, but we don't listen.
Nope.
We don't have we don't have nuance for nothing. It's like nuance is the enemy of my cause. And the minute you go against what I do or what, death to you all. And you're on the other side. And we can't just be like, oh, excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
You can't even question. And that's crazy because as I was growing up, me being able to learn shit or be able to grow was me being able to question stuff. I remember when I was in school, they used to tell me, "Oh, there's no stupid questions." And then at some point, the more you grow, the more they assume that you're supposed to be like everybody else, right? Everybody wants to. Those same people are saying, they're saying, don't be afraid to be yourself. But then if you're someone else, or you just have
Why do you keep saying this? Bernie isn't a super left lunatic. Why do you keep discussing him in bad
What?
faith? When did I say Bernie is a super left lunatic? I just said Bernie is very far left in the United States.
Yeah.
Did I call Bernie a lunatic? Did I say that? He wants government to subsidize social health care and to tax the rich. Wow, so horrible. No, that's not all he wanted. Bernie wanted a wealth tax, and I'm pretty sure Bernie also wanted to expropriate 20% of all private companies in the United States to give them to the workers. So I don't know if you're not even familiar with Bernie's own policies. You said he's to the left of AOC? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, and the federal jobs guarantee, too, yeah.
question, not like them, they fucking dish you out. They're the same people that do that, and that's just a bit crazy to me. You cannot question, you cannot have nuance. I'm not saying that you're going to be canceled. I'm not going to that side. It's just that they are going to put you on the side of the enemy right away, and that's not really what happens. You might have some questions, and the funny thing is, what I remember, I'm not saying that's exactly what you do, but is that in that direction, the people that I thought that do not have a say in whatever they want to say are people that are under a dictatorship. And you dictate where the group goes and nobody else can question. It leans into the same way. I'm not saying that's what you're inherently doing and you're exactly that and you're a tyrant. And I'm not saying that you're any kind of tyrant like anyone that we had in history.
Remember Bernie Sanders when he was on the campaign trail? He was doing this rally. And then these two black women came on
I remember
and
that.
stole the mic.
Oh, yep.
And everybody knew that shit was wrong, but nobody
They just came up and overran his entire.
They took over and they co-opted the direction of this thing.
It's like.
I'm not convinced that you guys know anything about conservatives, especially after that conversation with IRI. I feel like you guys just don't understand conservatives at all. Or maybe I don't, and maybe I'm delusional. Shapiro's social positions are very extreme. Center-right would be a more libertarian type, like Counterpoints, or maybe even Rob Noor. I'm pretty sure I asked the panel of conservatives that I was on, and I think every single conservative there fucking hated the Daily Wire because they all felt like the Daily Wire wasn't conservative enough.
Yeah, like.
Who knows?
Yeah, saying like, oh my god, that was a fucking hilarious moment.
I think for me, this really solidified how I viewed him.
Yeah, and the
Because
crazy.
I'm like, bro, you ain't got no fucking spine. How you gonna lead a country? You get cut by 2 random cities.
You ain't got security.
Yo, that shit was
And,
weird.
and the thing that happened is that out of all the people that you could have cut off, you chose Bernie.
Because he's an imperfect ally. Nope, he's an enemy. Again,
Base.
because he didn't
Yeah.
perfectly align with what these sisters thought a political party should do, he was the enemy. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of. And so, to be fair to everyone else, we probably play a large part in that because we criticize this or we criticize that. And sometimes I think we even criticize things I see on the left a lot more. But that's just because that's what I belong to and that's what I'm around way more often.
Oh.
This is the original response from Adam Preach H3H3.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. This video, the video right now is actually a part 2.
Oh my god, does
To
it?
his place.
And then I made a.
Oh, this is the-
I made like a joke.
Acknowledges me, or am I just in the background and he doesn't say anything about it? I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not acknowledgement. That's just literally, like, it sounded like it was using a discussion between him and Lav as like evidence for some. It was in the Abba and Preach video, so it's like, the fuck. Wait, what? Hold on. Someone said something about Abba and Preach's stuff getting deleted from YouTube. Abba and Preach response to Ethan's hippies got deleted by YouTube, so here's a re-upload. What? Oh, that one got deleted? Holy shit. That's crazy.
State of Play 4K. Do these games even run well at 60 FPS at 1080p?
I mean, I would hope
People
that...
don't really know where Republicans are. Oh wait, is this Oh, never mind. Somebody linked me a study that I think that Jonathan Haidt guy talks about.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy 16, I think should run at 60 because it's supposed to be more of an action game than the even 14 watt or 13 watt. No, 15. I think, yeah,
Haidt describes
15.
a study in which he examines how well liberals, conservatives, and moderates understand each other. From page 334 of The Righteous Mind. When I speak to liberal audiences about the 3 binding foundations, loyalty, authority, sanctity, I find that many in the audience don't just fail to resonate, they actively reject these concerns as immoral. Loyalty to a group shrinks the moral circle. It is the basis of racism and exclusion, they say. Authority is oppression. Sanctity is religious mumbo-jumbo whose only function is to suppress female sexuality and justify homophobia. In a study I did with Jesse Graham and Brian Nosek, we tested how well liberals and conservatives could understand each other. We asked more than 2,000 American visitors to fill out the Moral Foundation's questionnaire. 1/3 of the time, they were asked to fill it out normally, answering as themselves. 1/3 of the time, they were asked to fill it out as they think a typical liberal would respond, and 1/3 of the time, they were asked to fill it out as a typical conservative would respond. This design allowed us to examine the stereotypes that each side held about the other. More important, it allowed us to assess how accurate they were comparing people's expectations about typical partisans to the actual response from partisans on the left and the right, who was best able to pretend to be the other. The results were clear and consistent. Moderates and conservatives were most accurate in their predictions, whether they were pretending to be liberals or conservatives. Liberals were the least accurate, especially those who described themselves as very liberal. The biggest errors in the whole study came when liberals answered to the care and fairness questions while pretending to be conservatives. When faced with questions such as, one of the worst things a person could do is hurt a defenseless animal, or justice is the most important requirement for a society, liberals assumed that conservatives would disagree. If you have a moral matrix built primarily on intuitions about care and fairness as equality, and you listen to the Reagan narrative, what else could you think? Reagan seems completely unconcerned about the welfare of drug addicts, poor people, and gay people. He's more interested in fighting wars and telling people how to run their sex lives. If you don't see that Reagan is pursuing positive values of loyalty, authority, and sanctity, you almost have to conclude that Republicans see no positive value in care and fairness. You might even go as far as Michael Feingold, a theater critic for the liberal newspaper The Village Voice, when he wrote, Republicans don't believe in the imagination, partly because so many of them have one, mostly
Turn
because
this
it gets
down a
in the
bit
way of
more.
their chosen work.
Yeah, the 14's an MMO. It's kind of like World of Warcraft. So that's like the weird thing is that
They don't give a hoot about human beings.
12 like from like 13, 14, and 15 and 16 honestly are all like different games compared to almost every game prior to 14. Because like 14's an MMO, 15's an action RPG, and 16, from what I've heard, is looking to be more just a full-on action game. So, yeah, okay, if you're gonna play 14, be ready for like very much an MMO style of play. Which I mean, to be fair, it fits for Final Fantasy. I mean, they did it before with 11, so.
And in my
One of the big, so here's something that, let me impart some life wisdom on you. This is something that I talk about a lot, and this is a direct manifestation of that. In my personal opinion, this is probably true actually, I would argue that 99.9% of humans share the same moral foundation. The issue is that when you start to abstract those, okay, when you get to second, third, fourth order beliefs, they start to differ with each other because of like facts and data that they collect from the environment. So for instance, but the problem is, hold on, wait a second. In YouTube chat, Envy gifted 20 Destiny memberships. Thank you.
Hey.
Why me 090? Will you ever have Preach-On? Maybe. The problem is that
I was gonna say, it's really
differ from their
it's really hard to get
second-order
Preach to really
beliefs.
do
They
a
assume that they
lot
have a
like of
first-order
the
belief
podcast
basis,
appearances.
right? So
He'll do IRL
let's say down
podcasts,
here,
but he won't jump in like Discords and stuff. He's
there's
not
a
really
belief
an
in
internet guy.
fairness, okay? People believe that the world should be fair. Okay? Now, liberals believe in equity, or progressives, I could say. Conservatives believe in reward for, I'll say, an honest day's work. That you work.
Yeah.
Now, both sides will have conflicting issues here, okay? The people that... oh, true. Oh, fuck. I should say merit. That's a good summary of that.
Yeah.
The issue that you run into here is progressives will look at the merit argument and go, okay, well, not everybody has the same starting foundation. Some people start in life really far behind. You might be screwed as a kid. You don't ever have a chance to catch up. There are socio or systemic barriers in front of you, like racial or sexist or whatever shit, right? And they'll say, this is why merit is not enough. We need to speak about equity, okay? And then conservatives will look at progressives and go, well, hold on. If I'm competing for a job with somebody else and there's a black man and there's me, it should be the most qualified candidate. It's not fair that just because he might have had to jump through more hoops in his life, maybe, you don't even know that. Yeah, sure, he's black and I'm white, but I might have had to jump through hoops that he didn't have to jump through. You don't know that. Why is he being favored at the point of hiring or the point of admission? That's not fair. It should be merit-based. Whoever works harder and does a better job should be hired. Fuck equity, right? Because these people have disagreements here on their like second-order beliefs, I would say both, but I guess it's more likely the liberal in this case. Liberals will look at this guy that is the merit argument and go, oh, you don't care about fairness. Because they have these second-order beliefs that are different from one another, they make the mistake of going, oh, your first-order belief must be totally different. You don't care about merit. Or, I'm sorry, you don't care about fairness because you're merit-based, right? Or if you can argue similar questions of justice, right? There might be like a liberal or a progressive is very concerned about social justice, and they might think that, oh, because a conservative is more concerned with punishing people that are doing crime, they're law and order, they must not care about actual justice. So yeah, there's... but it's just stupid. It's stupid of you to analyze somebody's fundamental beliefs differently like that. Like it shows a great inability to.
Did he close the Evan Preach video? Is he gonna finish that? Okay, we're going back to 16, I guess. All right, fair enough.
Final Fantasy 16, and welcome to the nation.
All right.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
But in that case, fairness is being used in two different senses. There's no agreement here. No. There is absolute agreement. The foundational agreement is that life should be fair. We should be rewarded for our efforts, right? That's the foundational agreement. But then how that plays out once like people collect like a different set of facts or whatever that's what changes things, right? But then people assume that oh, well, this side must not care about fairness.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Home sweet home.
Oh, we looked up that voice actor. This was the guy that did the Green Knight, right?
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Final Fantasy series. It's an anthology series. The only time that you have a sequel to a given story is if there's like a literal like secondary number.
Power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest,
Like
the game
10
delivers an
and 10 2, and then
gameplay experience
13
likened to a
13 I think
high-speed
it was
roller
13
coaster
2, and then like 13 3 was Lightning Returns. Yeah, there's very few like
Anybody
direct
watch
sequels.
This is brand new, dude. I'm learning so many new games today. There was that other really realistic looking game.
Bloodborne on PC. Really, forethought. Bloodborne on PC died for this.
The reality is,
Like,
Squaresoft was an amazing company, and
It's like it's I mean, look, I want Bloodborne on PC. I've missed out on playing Bloodborne because I don't have a PS4 anymore. The closest thing I got was the PSX demake that was made, the PSX style demake that was made for like the first
Oh god, did anybody ever watch
like
that
quarter of the
fucking movie
game.
back in the day? I want to say it took render farms like a day to render like a single fucking frame of this movie, but it was obviously like CGI and everything before story. It was just such a bad movie.
Yeah,
And
Spirits
I'm pretty
Within
this
was
movie-
rough.
I think this movie bankrupted. The company.
Oh yeah, Square went on a heavy
Movie wasn't bad, it
downturn.
was okay. Was it? I felt like this movie was horrible, and I was a huge Final Fantasy fan. They should have just made like a 2-minute tech demo.
Spent way too much money on animation versus story. It was not great.
Square Enix sucks, but the studio doing 16 is the one good studio, so there's hope. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was 12 when this came out. I think I was 12 when this came out.
Yeah. I was 7 when this came out.
88? Yeah, I was like 13.
Yeah, I was 7 because I was 99. I was 5 in 99, 8 in 2000, and then 7 in 01.
Well, there is now.
Life form or not, I'm taking you in.
Fine, arrest me, but I'm not leaving without that life form.
Wait, is this the voice actor for Kerrigan? I just realized that. No. Or Cortana. Wait, is Cortana and Kerrigan the same voice actor?
I
This
guess.
is Cortana, right? Am I crazy? From the original Halo games? Or am I wrong?
Taking you in.
Fine, arrest me, but I'm not leaving without that life form.
That is definitely
That's
Jen Taylor.
absolutely Cortana.
That's Cortana's
It
VA.
absolutely is.
I'm trying to remember. Wait, they turned 30 this year.
Right? It
Oh,
must be.
03. All right, so 20. So 23.
Gonna be one of those days.
I was probably 8. Let me think.
Sounds just like her, but it isn't. Bullshit. Final Fantasy Spirits Within
Yeah,
voice
so
actors.
I would be 10
No
in 03,
shot.
9 in
Is this the
02,
lead lady?
8 in 01.
Ming Na Wen.
I was 6. Yeah, I was 6 in 99.
Voice actor.
I was just turning. I just remember being 5 for most of 99 because I'm born in October.
I'm getting trolled. Okay. This is a troll. Oh shit, Mulan.
Captain, transport is not going to wait for us much longer.
I understand that.
Talk more.
In bad shape.
Oh, please. Tell me we're not risking our necks for this
Oh
plan.
shit. It's copyrighted. Fuck, I can't watch anything else. Fucking goddamn fucking YouTube.
Well, I mean, Steven, you could go kick. I'm surprised you haven't. I'm surprised you haven't been streaming
that.
that.
I saw that movie in theaters. Did I? I don't remember if I saw it in theaters or if I torrented it. This is why Rob Norris, Center Ranch Spirit, you're 100% wrong about this.
So if I were to ask you this in reverse then, and just ask you if there was any evidence at all that gay marriage produced more homosexual people before it, yes.
Politically provoked?
If there's any evidence that interracial marriage actually led to an increase in LGBT marriage, would you be against interracial marriage?
Is Brittany left wing?
I don't know if I would at that point because you're making bifurcation. It seems to me that your sole promotion or the argument that you're putting highest of all value is
Did you literally
we
2x?
need to stop
You accelerated
the
the.
incentive for people to...
Don't. Why do you guys accelerate streamable clips? There's a 2x thing on it. Why would you 2x the clip and then. You can actually say to play an FF16. We didn't watch it and you didn't react. What? Can we get into the ABBA H3T, please? Well, it looked boring. I don't think I'm probably going to. It looks boring as fuck to me. I watched some of it when I was away. It sounded like Ethan honestly just being fucking retarded. Like that's.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of
I think I saw, like,
it's funny because of that.
Video or a video on Twitter where Ethan Klein just collected every single time Abba said trans. Like Ethan is just stupid. I don't know why. I don't even know what. You can link me some videos if you want, but it just seems really, really, really boring. I'm 99% certain we watched the ultra realistic game trailer before. Yes, we did. I was joking.
Oh, okay. So I think I remember seeing him watch Unrecord's trailer. Unrecord's crazy. Unrecord is like.
This is wild, but they had the video taken down. Wait, why?
Ever tried dating a man? I mean, the closest I've ever.
My brother. Okay.
You can't take
Well, it's on YouTube.
me down.
Someone makes a
No. The.
Ethan saying nigger.
Well, who said nigger faggot? The nigger faggot has just been around the block.
Oh, this.
Just say nigger faggot.
This fucking comp. That comp, like, it's just so bad. Like, it's just a compilation of every time Ethan says the N-word, with a hard R, mind you. With a hard R. No A's in this.
It gets way worse. Keep going. No, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, no. Ah! Steven knew exactly where that clip was going. He did not want it. Just like, say no!
Listen, everybody that defended that guy, you gotta admit, you got clowned hard, okay?
Who?
MLD is literally just horrible. Remember when they were on that show and they were like, women lie with their looks and men lie with their
mouth?
What the fuck was it? What was that stupid fucking... Apparently this MLD motherfucker has had a hair transplant, liposuction, and he's got veneers. This guy's more fucking surgeried up than the average fucking Miami Beach babe. Like, holy shit.
Bruh. You can't... My brother in Christ. If that's true, my dude, you're lying with your looks the whole time.
Oh, and also...
How old is MLD?
I could be totally wrong on this, so...
I'm having hit 30. I still got a full head of hair, bro.
Also...
Looking good.
He doesn't live in Japan. I don't think he does. He doesn't speak a lick of Japanese, and he's been there for 5 years. Japanese motherfuckers hate that shit. Who is he around that's wealthy in Japan, and he hasn't even begun to pick up the language at all yet? I don't believe it. I don't believe he lives there.
I would think that a requirement to live in Japan is to have at least a basic understanding of Japanese.
That's my guess. I don't think he actually lives there, though.
I mean, there might be like a big like foreign national community in Japan.
So apparently he assaulted a woman over there too.
Yep.
Why would he lie about that? He lies about his whole life. His whole life is a lie. The guy fucking rented a Lambo to drive to a valuetainment show. How cringe is that?
Yeah, the man's just... The MLD just screams inauthenticity. He seems like the fakest motherfucker out there. Like... Then left early, I mean...
mRNA.
Bruh.
Fuck my brain. Video debunking dads getting custody when asking for it.
Dads get custody when they
ask
for it.
I've seen her on TikTok.
Get it if they simply ask.
Nobody said they simply ask.
They try and fight it.
Why would you take such a bad faith? It's obviously it's something that you fight over in family court. Is this about to be the dumbest fucking video I've ever seen in my life? She has very nice hair though. Good job.
Let's see.
I'm sure you've all heard
what's her?
It sure is interesting how one small group of people can take one small survey done in one small county, manipulate the ever-living shit out of those numbers, and then propagate one of the biggest lies about father.
Was it a small survey? I had a really hard time finding data on this. The only study that I found was from Massachusetts, and it is old. I do admit it's old. 1990 was the published date on this.
Okay.
The surveys and everything are probably from before. However, I don't believe this was small. I'm trying to see what how many people did they ultimately... I want to say they looked back decades through family court cases for this.
I mean... If he probably had the text a little bigger, I could probably read it.
This was the only actual published research I could find on this topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Investigation of child custody, where I have a common perception that there is a bias in favor of women in these decisions. Our research contradicts this perception. Although mothers more frequently get primary physical custody of children following divorce, this practice does not reflect bias, but rather the agreement of the parties and the fact that in most families, mothers have been the primary caregivers of children. Fathers who actively seek custody obtain either primary or joint physical custody over 70% of the time. Reports indicate, however, that in some cases, perceptions of gender bias may discourage fathers from seeking custody, and stereotypes about fathers may sometimes affect case outcomes. In general, evidence suggests that the courts hold higher standards for mothers than fathers in custody determinations. Oh God, I don't know if they go over in here like how many cases they actually looked at. I don't think this was just a small survey though. Oh God, what is this fucking website? Here, if you guys want, you guys can go look for it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I'm probably not gonna.
Is every
But
car in MLD's Insta just fucking rented? Yes, most of these red pill guys rent cars, rent helicopter rides, rent women, and they take pictures with them to make it look like that's their ordinary lifestyle.
Yep.
They
there's actually a really cool
they
song
don't own any of this shit.
that
They're all posers. Actually,
probably
posers.
that really like encapsulates what red pillars, but also like people like who try to flex.
Apparently, MLD got kicked off Raj.
It's a song by a band called Slaves. They're based out of the UK, and it's called "The Lives They Wish They Had."
I think I watched all of it, or
and
most of it, or
it's
I thought they did a lot better that time.
it's literally a song about people who
Pixie does
will take photos of themselves.
Intonation.
It's people who like
so
on the weekends go out and go take photos in front of like
but I think
expensive cars and are spray tan by the in their by the pool and they look tan but they're really spray tanned. And like then when they go back to the weekdays, they're back to slaving away at their job.
Sneeko was so
their
fucking
job
annoying in that conversation.
And
I don't know
like
if I'm like getting over the
it's a really good song. I like it.
Watching him bounce
I like the
like
entire
Daddy
album it's off of, which I think is actually called.
And then for him to
is it also called "The Lives They Wish They Had"? Or
you're not even saying
I forget
anything.
the,
All you want to
let
do
me
is
check.
argue. All you want to
Pull
do
up
is
my
be contrarian.
phone.
Like,
I'm not gonna
I feel
play
like
it.
for Sneeko, anytime a real conversation is happening, he realizes that he's like the child in the room, and he just can't have the conversation. He doesn't want to, and it's so fucking annoying. Like if he
Acts
can't
of
be
Fear
there
and
to
Love,
run
that's
down
the
like his
album.
bot talking points. Like, did you know that Bill Gates is part of the WEF and they use the cough in order to sell you the poke so that they can mind control you and make you weak? Children like Islam. Like as soon as he's like off those talking points, he just has like nothing to contribute to the conversation, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with.
No, there's nothing wrong with if you don't know the topic, then don't try to. Unless you're being inquisitive and asking legit like honest questions. Yeah, it's fine to just step back.
He's incredibly insecure when combos start going into territories where he's out of his depth. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's annoying. But like right now, obviously his new fixation point is Zerka, so he's like feels an obligation probably to defend him on the show. But whatever. Sorry.
Let's get back to this.
Family court I have ever heard. People who honestly believe that fathers can simply walk into the courtroom and just get custody when they ask usually are citing the exact same singular study done, and the arguments usually sound a little bit like this.
Pearl is right, dude. She has facts to prove it. I mean, sure, that could be one explanation. I mean, it's not like you would comment on a video where I call somebody out for using false made-up statistics by using false made-up statistics, right? that would be embarrassing. That would be really, really embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. It comes from the 1986 gender bias study of the court system in Massachusetts.
It's the only one that ever was.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This is the only one that I could find.
Look at how often fathers saw custody. What they found, as the section heading says, is that men won custody over 70% of the time. So all comments like this actually prove is that you don't do any research of your
custody or joint custody, not sole custody.
Yeah.
But you don't care whether a lot of things you say are true, and you get upset when you encounter people who are not as gullible as you.
Oh, ex-patriarch, you're not claiming dads simply get custody when they ask for it again, are you? I mean, you wouldn't take one singular study that was based only on temporary custody orders in a minority state where joint custody is the standard temporary order, where the study still definitively concludes that mothers get sole physical custody 65% more often than dads, only to cherry pick the facts so that only your narrative is supported, then push this as some irrefutable nationwide fact, would you? Because that would be really embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. See, that same Massachusetts study that you're trying to quote, you left a lot of stuff out. It's just convenient that when trying to demonstrate how easily fathers get custody, you happen to leave out the part of this study that found that mothers are awarded sole custody at 65% the rate that fathers are at.
Oh, Steven's going back to check. He's going back to check the paper. He's got the paper right there in front of him. Let's see. Is that can he confirm? Can he confirm?
part of this study that found
I
that mothers
I
are
mean,
awarded sole custody.
maybe?
At 65.
The rate at which mothers' request for sole custody was honored. The rate at which... Wait, why is this not in here?
What? Oh, okay.
She's not even quoting the study. She's quoting somebody else's... Let's see if we can find it.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Sole custody.
Bro, no.
Trends were apparent in the earlier study of a sample of 500 Middlesex County cases filed between 78 and 81. Fathers had sought sole custody about 8% of cases. They received sole custody in 41% of those cases and joint custody in 38%. Wait, what does this mean here? Does this mean that is this additive? So does that mean that in 79% of cases, the fathers had either sole or joint custody? That's what that means, right? In 5% of the cases, custody went to someone other than a parent. In instances in which fathers sought sole custody, mothers received sole custody in only 15% of those cases.
Lowering my pants a little bit.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's...
In which fathers sought sole custody. When fathers were fighting for sole custody, mothers got sole custody only 15% of the time. Okay. Damn, that's a good quote. Thank you. I should have pulled that out earlier. Okay. These statistics may be a surprise to many. They are, however, consistent with findings in other states. Oh, shit. A study of court records... Oh, I should have read further into this. This is a long
Oh, no.
A study of court records in Los Angeles County, California in 1977 found that fathers who sought sole custody obtained it in 63% of their cases, up from a success rate of 37% in 1972. Wiseman is a 1985 study. Oof. A nationwide survey of all reported appellate decisions in child custody cases in 1982 found that fathers obtained custody in 51% of cases, up from an estimated 10% in 1980. That is a massive jump in 2 years. That's suspect. I'd be interested in reading more into that.
So I'm surprised why Dadvocate's fighting against this. It's like, you would think if you're a father and you want custody of your kids,
what else?
The best thing you could do is tell them, hey, try and fight for custody of your kids.
A presumption, a permanent shared legal custody, inappropriate awards, or shared legal
like,
adversely affect.
Sorry.
Where is she pulling this from?
Like, there is a stigma against fathers trying to get their kids.
The rate at which mothers' requests for sole custody were honored is 65% higher than the comparable rate for fathers' requests. I don't even know what this stat means.
What's the source? And of course, forethought. She made the fuck up.
Oh, he's creating a new statement. I will further demonstrate that the very same data from which this 70% claim was derived also supports the following statement. This lady is retarded. Is she?
So literally
she thinks that statement comes from the study, but it doesn't. It sounds like a guy read the study on his own and he came up with a different interpretation.
Oh my god.
That's what it sounds like she's saying.
Oh no, Dadvocate. Oh.
Immutable nationwide fact, would you? Because that would be really embarrassing. You should.
Oh
you
no.
should be embarrassed. See, that same Massachusetts study that you're trying to quote, you left a lot of stuff out. It's just convenient that when trying to demonstrate how easily fathers get custody, you happen to leave out the part of this study that found that mothers are awarded sole custody.
So that wasn't a part of the study. She's just.
It wasn't.
She's,
she read someone else's synopsis.
Illiterate, which is fine.
Yeah.
Damn, you can't be academically illiterate and then be smug about your academic.
I hate that. I hate when people are smug and wrong. It's like that's the worst combo. It's like if you're humble and right, it's the best combo. If you're smug and right, not great, but you know you're still right. He's out of line, but he's right. If you're smug and if you're honest, humble and wrong, you're just then you're aware of it at least. But if you're smug and wrong. Bro,
I might go back and
no.
read that later, but my guess is that guy has nothing of value to say about this.
Same thing. I have no idea how ex-patriarch has ended up on the ethers of trying to impress mom talk, but either way, he's decided he's going to pander to these bitter women by ham-fisting.
How is that appealing to mom talk?
I'm just here
saying if dads tried, because there's no. How is that?
Now this study was performed out of Massachusetts, one of only 11 states that offers a joint temporary.
I would rather tell fathers, hey, the stigma against fathers not being able to get custody of their kids is not true. If you want custody of your kids, fight for custody of your kids.
Meaning you would never be able to replicate these results.
Granted,
I
was rather lucky when it came to like my parents divorcing. Like they still were on friendly terms, so they had an arrangement set up where every 2 weeks or so we would go to our mom's house and hang out with her and, you know, live with her and her husband, aka my stepfather, whom
Of course, more
they've
men
been
are given
together
custody
for
in Massachusetts
decades.
because it's actually the law there. So if you like those results, guess what? You're on our side. You're on the side of equal shared parenting because we're the ones pushing for equal shared parenting in all 50 states so that fathers can get the custody they deserve. The only way to get the results that you like bragging about is through equal shared parenting. Next, to understand.
By the way, if you're curious why so many of these red pill guys are fighting on this point, the reason why a lot of them push that men should be able to have like automatic shared custody of children is because they just want to get out of paying child support. 1,000,000%. That is literally stop the entire fucking reason. Just if you're ever curious why they fight so hard.
That's what a fair amount. I'm gonna say like maybe a silent majority. Not a silent majority. A vocal minority of them are. I don't want to pay child support, so let's just share the custody.
Was never
But-
told that it was going to be used for a gender bias study. In fact, she was very surprised to learn that it was. She was only told to collect information on temporary court order decisions.
Is that even necessarily wrong? If you're pulling information from a database or you're asking somebody to collect information, would you necessarily tell them the hypothesis for your study? I don't know if that's necessarily a wrong thing. Is that bad?
With lawyers and judges having a lot to gain from removing the skepticism.
Yeah, D's gone. I'm wondering if he's gonna talk. If we ever see each other, he's gonna talk about this stream.
It sounds like they kind of already decided the results of the survey before it was even
It's fine. So the reason why I'm doing YouTube only right now, and the main reason why is because Destiny is banned on Twitch. So if I streamed Destiny on Twitch, I would get banned.
Completely the fathers who are denied physical custody. Why is that important? Because there's a huge difference.
Even if I'm not even big enough, but with my luck, I'd probably get banned.
Physical custody means you actually get to see your child. So this study basically demonstrates, sure, there's a lot of fathers entering the system. That doesn't mean that anyone's letting these fathers around their kids. Finally, this study only...
None of the red pillars you asked said they'd rather take care of their kids in their free time than give us some of their money. I'm surprised they'd be so concerned with child support than they'd risk being burdened with their children. What? Okay.
I mean,
temporary orders granted at the initial...
I'll admit, if I was a high-value man and I, divorced my wife, I would probably just say, fuck it, take my money. Like, that's the thing. Like, most high-value men have enough money in the bank to where losing a part, I would honestly, if I had, like millions upon, or billions of dollars, like, I was super successful, and I was, like, unfortunately in the situation where me and my wife divorced,
still ultimately demonstrates
be like, yeah, here's I would either give them, like, a huge lump sum, or maybe, help them out and give them a fair, and I mean fair as in, like, good amount of money per, for child support to help. But then again, that would be at the hands of the courts. But I would be if I was high value, I'd be well off enough to do that without a huge hit.
Because Michigan, like most states, unlike Massachusetts, is a sole custody state. In these states, when an unmarried mother has a child, she has what's called natural guardianship, meaning she is awarded sole physical and legal custody straight out of birth. And if my husband wants to get any custody, he's going to have to prove that she's unfit. Well, she has what's called natural is a sole custody state.
Wait, hold on. Did she say they were unmarried?
Because Michigan, like most states, unlike Massachusetts, is a sole custody state. In these states, when an unmarried mother has a
Oh, well, looks like we found a good reason to get married, boys.
child, she has what's called natural guardianship, meaning she is...
Shouldn't that be the case? If a woman has a child and she's unmarried, shouldn't she naturally have full custody of the child?
Yeah, because...
That feels like it would be a normal thing, an ordinary thing, no? Like, I would imagine so. If the couple's on good terms, then they can easily have, like, a normal custody arrangement, or not even figure out a formal one. But if you, if you're unmarried, I mean...
Yeah, like, if the...
What do you mean? Because if you're not married, why would a random guy that got you pregnant have custody of your child? What if you're broken up? What if he's gone like 8 months?
What if he was a one-night stand? What if it was like some just random dude you fucked, and then
automatically assume out the gate that the man has like equal access to the child? That wouldn't have to be something to be more specifically doled out.
If you're unmarried, why do you have to pay child support? Because look at it from the perspective of if a girl and a guy have a one night fling.
What she's saying right there is not true.
Oh.
If he wants any custody, he has to prove that she's unfit. Wrong.
Yeah.
That's if he wants custody that he wants to fight about in court. You can have a joint arrangement for
Oh,
custody,
yeah.
no problem, if the mother's fine with it. But if the mother's not fine with it, then yeah, the father has to fight in court. But it sounds like that should probably why should he pay child support by that logic? But because the child needs funding and because he got the woman pregnant, so it's his kid that he has to fund. But just because you have to pay child support doesn't mean you're also entitled to custody of the child.
That literally is like that's the flips. That's the choice you have to make. You can either choose to have
two fit parents, and
shared custody with the mother,
where guardian ad litem are involved, a position that is
get with the mother to help raise the child, or pay child support.
That's an insane take. Okay, hold on. I'll give a quick thing on this, and then I don't want to talk about it because it is so
my mom did have to pay child support for us, although she was usually not great with payments. But we never noticed it. But that's because our dad didn't really vocalize it too much.
Leave her life, never pay a fucking dime in child support, never see their kid a single fucking time in their lives. That's a fact. That's most deadbeat dads. This weird red pill delusion, this emotionalized position where, oh no, like all of these deadbeat dads, they desperately
Forethought child support are gods to me. Okay.
You guys are fucking losers. You're actually out of your fucking mind. I don't know how you got hoodwinked, especially by black red pillars in black communities where deadbeat dads are an epidemic. Are some of the worst fucking things happening in kids' lives. You guys have deluded yourselves into this world where it's like, oh my god, all these horrible mothers hoarding their kids, trying to keep their poor innocent father. You guys are just delusional. So, like, even spending time arguing here feels fucking retarded. Like, more retarded than any progressive trans talking point I've ever had to argue with. It is the most retarded thing in the world. Sorry, absolutely true. If a woman has a kid and the father and the mom are not formally married, in the eyes of the state has no fucking idea if there's even a relationship that exists there.
Yeah.
The state doesn't know if you're dating a woman. You don't go down to a courthouse and say, by the way, Your Honor, that's my girlfriend, okay? Fuck, I know this. They might not even put your fucking name on the birth certificate if you're not married as the father. Sometimes they won't even do that at the hospital. Probably varies by state, probably varies by hospital. But they might not even put your fucking name on the birth certificate, or your last name on the birth certificate for the child if you're not there and if the mother doesn't allow it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If you have a child out of wedlock, then it seems natural that the child would go 100% to the mom in terms of custody because the state has no idea what the father's involvement is with the child's life, which is fine. Now, if the mom and dad want to share custody of the kid or whatever, that's fine too. If they're dating, if they've got a good relationship, everything's fine, then they'll just do that. It'll be natural. Like, boom, it'll happen, right? I don't think me and Rachel we might have worked out a formal custody agreement for really complicated health insurance reasons for our cancer stuff. But like otherwise, like we don't fight about custody in fucking court, right? Which, by the way, 90% of couples don't fight about custody in court. It is rare that you go to court to fight about custody. 91% of relationships don't even go to court to figure out their custody arrangements. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with assuming that the mother has default custody of the child because in the state's eyes, they have no idea what the mother-father relationship is like. So it makes sense that, you give it to the mother is sharing it with the father, that's fine. If they're dating or whatever, then that works. Yeah, but in terms of like, oh, well then why is the father entitled to pay child support? Because you knocked up the mom and now it's your financial responsibility. You can abdicate social responsibility of the child. You cannot abdicate financial responsibility for the child. But if you and the mother are on good terms, it's not like she's going to sue you for child support while you guys are like living with each other, raising your fucking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Destiny, so the mom gets 100% custody and authority, but the man is 50% responsible financially. LOL. Again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I know a lot of you are virgins or a lot of you are
my god, bro.
Retarded.
Yes. If the father is not there in the child's life to help raise him and help support the mother, then they have to take the money from the dad to help support the child and the mother.
Child support order where you guys are living together. That's not going to happen. So the parents would probably have shared or joint custody. Makes sense. The man's not paying child support with the kid that he's fucking living with. You guys are in like some delusional fucking woman-hating land where you think that women are like fucking crawling.
To be fair though, even under shared custody stuff, the non-main housing parent does have to pay child support. Again, that's what happened with my mom. Since my dad was our primary parent, our mom had to pay child support, and unfortunately didn't sometimes.
End up paying a dime of fucking child support. Less than 50% of women even get the full child support that they're owed. Okay,
Yep.
miss me with that deadbeat dad shit. Miss me with that. Oh no, like he really, all of these dads wanted to be involved in the kids' life. They all wanted to pay child support. They all wanted to do everything, but the moms wouldn't let them. It's such a delusional take. I can't believe that you guys got, but I mean, most of you guys eat these delusional.
I almost want to like say, talk about this to Steven from the opposition of the son of not a deadbeat of a I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not trying to say anything bad about my parents. They both do what they can.
Or what about this one? Dad actually does get custody, but mom convinces a judge that she can't find work here, so she needs to move to Canada. She's a graphic designer, by the way. Funny how the judge wasn't really listening to her argument until dad ran out of money and had to start representing himself. Suddenly, it made a ton of sense. Or what about the dad who agreed that he would watch the child during the day while mom took over at nights because of their work schedules, only for her to document this for an entire year, bring it to the courts, then get full custody because overnights is all it's based off of. What's so annoying is that these white knight men like ex-patriarch are the first ones to point out, rightfully, that laws against women...
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I liked the Advocate more as a like
on the birth certificate. Sure, probably. I think generally,
you know,
if you're at the hospital,
zingy comeback kind of content creator.
But I think this is how it was.
Then like fully
they'll
developed.
Just put you on the birth certificate with your dad, even if you're not married. That's how it worked with me. Even though technically Rachel didn't want me on the birth certificate, but they did it anyway because I wanted to watch my kid get born, which is kind of funny. But that's why Nathan is my last name, even though you probably shouldn't. But
oof. Damn, Rachel didn't want.
Did you copy your Rolo debate notes from this girl? She has a lot of the same sources as you.
Who are we claiming?
It sounded like you were talking about all dads in general at first, deadbeat or not. It sounded like you were saying if you're unmarried, it should still be 100% of the mother's custody, regardless of the status of the dad. Legally, yeah, but who has the custody won't matter if you're both living together and you're both raising the child. It's like not very relevant. Destiny, you've lost a lot of people with that awful take. Good, bye, leave. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you like the crazy fucking world that you guys live in, where women are these like child support hunting demons, you'll realize in 5 or 10 years that I'm right, and it's time to move on from this weird caricature you have of the modern Western woman that's just trying to like fuck guys, steal child support, and get fucking alimony. It's a delusional fucking take that has zero foundation in reality whatsoever. I think actually I'm probably going to spend, because now I've started to dig into some of the divorce shit, and I feel like every single thing that Red Pill is saying divorce is also wrong.
There we go.
But I'm probably going to take a day off stream before the Red Pill debate on Sosnick's show, I think on the 2nd, and I'm probably going to compile everything on that. But like a lot.
Oh, he is going on Soscast for the
appeal to. This is one of those
Soscast has done this big thing with Fresh and Fit on the 2nd.
Say like, well, guys, let's just look in the real world at what happens, which is a dumb argument, but I know, but you guys usually do that. This idea that all these dads just desperately want to be involved in their kids' lives, but the moms are just keeping them out, is such a fucking wildly retarded fucking take. Like, you've never met a single mom before, you've never seen any of these broke communities before, you've never and again, especially because some of these people come from black communities. Like, how many of these moms are like, oh yeah, like I'm so glad that his baby daddy ran out and now I don't get child support and I never wanted his dad to be involved. Like, it's such a wild fucking take to me. It's such a wild, stupid take.
Someone better hop in Discord to argue this.
The amount of deadbeat retard dads will go down enough. Well, that issue has probably fallen as more children are born out of wedlock, by parents that just live together but they're not actually like married to each other.
Yeah. Because a fair amount of people aren't getting married but living together.
What if you aren't living together but still want to see your kid and you have a bad relationship with the mom? Why is it bad to legally protect those dads? When did I say it's bad to legally protect those dads? You should be able to fight then for some kind of joint custody.
Yeah, if you're a father and you think the mother is not a good fit for the kid or is bad at doing her job, then go to the court and fight over it.
You go to court to figure that out because you can't figure it on your own.
Oh, is YouTube chat really seething? Uh-oh, stinky. Oh man, I'm glad Darius isn't here to watch this divorce talk because I don't know how he'd handle it. He got divorced. Him and his mom and my dad got divorced pretty soon after he was born, I think. It might have been a while after.
I don't know because of that Massachusetts study.
No, it's pretty soon.
My understanding is that there is a small amount of bias shown towards women in family courts, but I don't even know if that's true actually. That's just something I've heard so many times. I might have just absorbed that into my ethos. It might not actually be true at all.
Oh, okay. Can I still see? Hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Because I know that is Luigi playing.
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hey. I was just listening to your discussion about dads being deadbeats.
Gotcha.
And
What's
not
up?
being kids' life. So you can keep the same energy. I think when you're spazzing out, it's good. So you can
Thanks. I like screaming about things.
Okay, I do feel like you were.
Does he have his room publicly viewable? No, he doesn't. God damn it.
Men who are not in their children's lives are as a result of the women or the mother not being there. But
That is the default red pill position. If you want to take a different position, that's fine. But the default position that these people argue is that women are maliciously getting sole custody for the express intent of hiding kids from their fathers so that they can collect child support. Have you ever seen the movie Liar Liar?
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's true. And if you can link me or you can prove that that's the red pill position, then I'll acquiesce. I've just never heard that. I've heard them talk about.
I'll try to ask on the next show they go. But like, for instance, the last time that this isn't directly related, but the last time Alina was on that show with MLD, I think him and Adam agreed that the main reason men aren't getting married is because they're scared of getting fucked in divorce or something.
Yeah.
Like a wildly retarded fucking statement.
Yeah, that's a stupid statement. I would say that a lot of men are worried about the upsides or the downsides.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Damn it, I just realized I should have gone to Kick for this. I have Kick set up on Restream.
In fact, maybe 1% of a guy being like, I really want to get married to this woman I love her, but I'm scared about getting fucked in divorce.
Sure, I would agree.
Brian said this 500 times last night too. Yeah, I would have to go find a specific quote. I don't know if I've asked them a specific question, but I'm pretty sure that they'll say that, yeah, the main reason, they would say this is what I imagine, like Myron and most people would say. The main reason, or Pearl, the main reason why fathers don't see their kids after a breakup is because women are keeping the kids from the father so that they can collect child support. That is the main reason, or 50% of cases, why it's happening. That would be my guess. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, good for me, but the way they talk about it, that's how it feels, they're saying it constantly.
Okay, so maybe that's not what I'm hearing. I think just the fact that women do have control of the situation. Maybe some people are alleging that it's just for the financial benefits, but that's not been what I've heard when people have concerns about this. And it's not been all I've heard when I've heard red pillers speak about it. They've spoken at length about the fact that when women are in control, they can be tyrannical in regards to how they control stuff because they are the one who has sole custody generally, and so they have a lot more say in how things go down. And this is going to be completely anecdotal. I have no numbers to back this up. But in my own personal life, heard enough situations where fathers want to be involved in the children's lives and the mothers make it very difficult, or because they have complete control over the situation, oftentimes they let their relationship with the father supersede what's in the best interest of the child. And that can actually go both ways. You know, the issue at hand with this is that you have two people who contributed to a child existing, and they have a lot of tensions between each other. Why? Because they're no longer together. There's probably a variety of reasons why they're not, and they're not able to always put their child first.
While this is happening,
so what ends up happening is that relationship is strained, and because the mother has sole custody, it's just a lot easier for the father to be cut out of the life of the kid. And that maliciousness that can exist between the couple can go beyond just, oh, you're talking shit to the child. It could even go to the point where like you can deny the father on a lot of legal grounds.
What the fuck?
That is something that I hear red pillars decry. That is something I know to be true in real life in a lot of situations. And so, yeah.
Sure, and that's great. I can't argue.
Oh my god, no.
The reality is what I would put money on is the vast majority of times where like over 70% of where a man is being completely excluded from his child life, it's because he's a dog shit.
Yeah, of course, and she's like Lamau.
Over 70-75% of the time. I'm sure there are cases, these one-offs, where women are being like malicious with a child or trying to control it, blah, 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 blah. But my guess is that the fathers, more often than not, are dog shit human beings or terrible parents. That'd be my guess. They either do bad shit with the kid, they don't bring the kid back on time, they're picking them up at inappropriate times and doing things with them that the moms agree they're not supposed to, and they're not winning court orders because even a judge looks at it and says, no, this guy's not a responsible caretaker. Again, I agree with you. I'm sure there are stories where it happens and it's sad when it does, but I don't think we can make the mistake of taking those single stories and blowing that out to the entire population. I disagree with that. But
okay, so
like I said,
no, hold on. Where are you getting your data for the fact that they're late when they bring their kids back? They're late or they're irresponsible.
Every time I've seen like a study. I'm just about to tell you. Do you want me to answer, or do you want to keep rambling about the anecdotes you have? You can do that if you want.
Okay, well, give me the data.
Okay, on every single study I've ever seen published, which to be fair is like 2 or 3, it seems to be the case that when men fight for custody for their children, they're awarded sole or joint custody over 50% of the time. I think 70% was the big one from the Massachusetts paper that I read. I've never in my life seen data showing that fathers fight for custody and lose consistently. I've only ever seen that written on legal websites from people that sell divorce services to men. I've never seen that in a study anywhere.
Sorry, repeat that last part where they fight for custody?
If a man chooses to fight for custody for their child, it seems like in the majority of those cases, they win sole or joint custody. That seems to be the case. I've never, ever seen... I've heard a lot of sad stories from Pearl and everybody else, but I've never seen it published anywhere otherwise.
Pull all this stuff up. Okay, but just to be clear, the whole part about them being late or them being deadbeats or whatever, like, you have no proof to back that up, right? There's no... Like, just to be clear.
Well, I mean, like, the proof would be in the court orders. Technically, you would need the proof. If the father is not able to win custody at all, then it means that a judge has said, you don't get custody because you don't deserve it. Now, you're telling me that I guess all those judges are biased, so technically the onus of the burden of proof there is on you. It would be like me saying, look, this guy lost like 10 civil cases in a row for petty theft or whatever. Now, and then you're saying, oh, well, I don't think he stole anything, and then it's telling me to prove it. I mean, like, the courts are siding with me right now. Now, you're saying, and a lot of red pill people say that the courts are unfair or whatever, which is fine, but you have to substantiate that now at that point.
You have to prove why.
Okay, and do
you have to prove that it's unfair.
Something along the lines of, if they're unmarried, because the courts have no way of guaranteeing who, like, the father's involvement in the relationship or whatever, that the woman should get sole custody, right? What is your justification for that beyond just...
Yeah, on paper, if you're not married to a woman and she has a child, in the state's eyes, there's no person present. I don't even know how you would begin to make a person present.
Yeah,
so it seems like the default sole custody of the child would go to the woman. That seems okay for me.
Like, if you're not married, then on face value, yeah, there's no father. Or there's not any, like, specific man who fathered the child.
You're married to the woman who's having a kid.
Now, granted,
but in a situation where two parents are not married, okay, and
then
you're trying to assess who's more fit to be the parent or who's meant to have custody,
then that's got to be settled in court.
What
because the woman is absolutely having the kid. She's there and
yeah,
having the kid. There's no guarantee that the father's there. The woman is definitely there.
Yeah, the woman has to birth the kid.
About being the responsible parent who has the best aptitudes to be able to raise a child. Why is it the default position that a female is better?
Because it's not that the female is better. It's just that the female is there and has the kid.
Yeah, it's not a merit-based thing. It's a, hey, they had him first thing.
The woman can still lose custody. I mean, child protective service and everything can take custody from a woman, but
generally the courts don't like doing that for a variety of reasons. But my question to you is, you're saying, well, we don't know the father's there, but if we're saying that the father is there and does want to have the
then
that's why is the default position, like, if he's present?
If the father's present there, it doesn't matter.
And they're at the hospital. His name will go on the birth certificate. They probably do just have joint custody.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if the father is there while the child is being birthed, then I'm presuming the hospital would then be like, okay, if this man is with the woman and they're not related, like familial relationship, then they're obviously the parents.
Let's say the woman is a child. Like, who would the state, like, in the eyes of the state, how would they even know who to give the other custody to, right? Unless the mom just states a name, I guess, but then she could theoretically just put anybody's name. There's one of the reasons why getting married before having kids is probably good from a paperwork standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd probably look up the numbers and then we could have this conversation at full length at a different time. This whole idea that most of the men who are not involved in these children's lives are all deadbeats.
I didn't say all, but I said, oh, you said most. Yeah, I do think it's most. Do you think it's not most?
Either. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't fight the charge. I'm not going to say it's not true because I don't know the actual numbers. I've just heard so many stories of the opposite in my own personal life that I just don't necessarily believe that. And
wait, so most of the stories you hear of parents with no access to their fathers, most of those stories are the fathers desperately want to be involved, but the mothers are finding ways to keep them out of it?
If they're not keeping them out of it, the way that they go about the relationship is incredibly controlling or divisive.
Okay, when you say that word, that doesn't mean, when you say controlling, the mother should be controlling. It's their child, right? I would imagine that it's going to be controlling. But
Hold on. When you
Yeah.
say they should be controlling, what does that fucking mean? If that's also my child and the mother dictates what kind of clothes my kid wears, what kind of haircuts they get, what kind of relationship they're gonna have with my grandparents or whatever the fuck it is. No, that's not
But if
actually
that-
a relationship that I would want to foster. Yes, you should have some control, but it shouldn't be something that feels tyrannical. And if it's my child and the woman I'm dealing with across from me is being unreasonable and incredibly aggressive all the time about every decision,
But just hates women. It's not that
that's probably
deep,
not a relationship.
bruh. No.
I agree with that. Unreasonable and uncontrollably aggressive, I agree. But when you just say like controlling, like, I mean, the mom has to have the kid back at a certain point, especially if the father's only getting the kid on weekends or something. It would make sense that the mother is quite controlling, of course.
Obviously, when I say controlling, I'm not talking about some reasonable thing where everyone keeps to their actual agreements. When I say controlling, I'm even that has a negative
Unreasonably
connotation.
controlling.
We both agree, no? When
Like,
someone's
like,
controlling,
he
we don't
mean-
mean like,
he-
oh,
he
they like to
means
assert
out-
their boundaries.
he means-
When you say
he
someone's
means
controlling, we're
excessively
trying to say
controlling.
that they're exerting a certain level of dominance that's outside of what's normally permissible or correct. We agree?
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like I could hear that statement from somebody saying like, "Oh, the mom is so controlling," when it's a guy that's just like fucking around, like he's not taking his kid back on time, or he's doing things with the kid outside of like what the mother
Well,
would
in that
ideally want for the kid to be done. But we're just on like anecdote grounds.
Yeah, I think that now we're getting
Yeah.
into the weeds of it. I
Sure.
don't want to do that. I think this is an interesting conversation. I'm not mad at you for pushing back. And if what you're saying is true about the narratives that red pillars are speaking about, yeah, I'm not. Because I know plenty of deadbeats also who exist in society who don't want to be involved in their children's lives, just want to foster kids. We cover those people on social media. They want to fuck around, then responsibilities come around and they bail. But the opposite side of that is very true. And I don't know if the numbers reflect that. I don't know if the numbers reflect dudes who are actually fighting to be in their kids' lives and are being cut out of them. I don't know if they do.
Well, the
So
numbers
that-
reflect that like over 90% of people don't even go to court to fight for a custody arrangement.
Yeah.
Like, because people always say like mothers get custody like some huge percentage of the time. Over 90% of deals aren't even fought about in court. So most people don't even bother fighting. Now, I think the lead attorney is going to come in later and he's going to say like, oh, well, men don't fight because they think they're going to lose or whatever. Which there's no way for either of us to prove that number. But the vast majority of the time, people settle this outside of court. It's pretty rare that you're even fighting in front of a judge over custody agreements. So like,
Absolutely. And I know plenty of people who do handle this outside of
Okay.
court, but they do have the sentiment that you just described from lead attorney, which is like, how am I even going to win this? And also the idea of like hiring a lawyer and how incredibly expensive it is. Not people have the socioeconomic background to even go through that kind of fight, legally speaking. So you already have a court system that favors women in this regards for valid reasons, whatever. But if you're telling fathers, well, if you want, you can just take it to court and fight it. It's like not everyone has the aptitudes or the financial backing to be able to even do that.
You don't need a
sure,
lawyer.
that's fine.
And
Okay,
that's
that's fine. That's fine. But
You
the
say-
exact same people are then going to say that every single woman suddenly has massive aptitude when it comes to hiring a lawyer for divorce court. It doesn't make sense. It can't be that every woman is a fucking
Do you
genius that
absolutely
access to
need a lawyer for
lawyers,
divorce
but
court?
dads
Or
can't
can you
hire
represent
$2,000
yourself?
attorney to fight for their fucking kids.
I mean, it would probably be best if you had a lawyer.
The divorce
But,
stuff is
like-
dumb because most of the people that we're talking about when it comes to child custody issues are poor people. So neither side of them are going to be able to hire lawyers to do this stuff. So when red pillars go on and on about, are you going to get?
Yeah,
raped
that's the
or
thing.
something, it's like, no, most
If
of
we
the people
can,
did
okay,
that
look, I'm gonna
use
say it.
money or don't
Hot
use
take.
shit. That's just
If we
rich
can
people who
give
are, like, higher upper
state
middle class.
appointed
Average
counsel to
person,
criminals,
that's not an issue. But when
which
you're
are,
saying,
you
well,
know,
they can just
good
fight in
thing.
court
They
and
need,
get
some
custody,
criminals
like,
don't
no,
have the money for a
most
lawyer.
people would never
So
even consider really
even
going
though
to
sometimes
court
they're not the
and get
best,
finances together
it's still
because
better than
that's
nothing.
exhausting,
But I
expensive,
feel
and
like we
also
should have that in
That
the
is a
court,
fact.
in the family courts
The
too,
idea that these
in
people
like
are gonna
almost
just
any
fight for custody and get
like
winning,
court.
I don't know. To me, I just don't believe that to be true. But again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I think I'm arguing uselessly right now. So I'll look into it and we can have that discussion. But I am curious to hear what the lead attorney has to say. I don't think you are, though.
Well, I already know everything he's going to say, but I mean, I'll listen. I'll hear him out. But he should. I think he's coming in a few minutes. But we can write down his points. It's going to be that men don't fight because they're scared. That courts are really biased in favor of moms.
Yeah, we need to break that stigma.
It'll be those 2 points. It'll be men don't have the financial resources to fight for custody, and a lot of moms use kids as like pawns for their or whatever. It's going to be these. I mean, he's a guy that literally represents men in like these types of battles. So of course, all of his clients are people that follow.
He's gonna be biased, which I mean, you know, as long as he acknowledges the bias, as long as we acknowledge the bias. Stephen IP banned Tigger. What did Tigger do? Let me see. Can I?
Negative because I
Bias
get
Destiny
things, even when I
against things that were never said. Oh well, that's why.
wait,
Oh.
I'm trying to think of what I can say legally or not. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is way in the past, so any statute of limitations is passed. Even when I had joint custody of Nathan, I'm pretty sure on paper I had no custody because the way that Rachel's health insurance had to work for her cancer medication, we had to do some wild contrived shit. Otherwise, she was gonna fucking die from lymphoma. But like, I'm pretty sure on paper, technically, I got quote unquote fucked because I think she had 100% legal custody of Nathan, even when I was seeing him Monday through Friday or whatever from school, just because the health insurance shit was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But,
To be fair,
cancer medications were like $2,000 a fucking.
Destiny's like relationship with his ex-wife is all kinds of fucked up because they primarily had gotten married for college reasons, and then she has the cancer stuff, which causes more complications. Like
she says, well, he was never involved, technically speaking. Do you think that would be an acceptable outcome in this situation?
Fuck no, I would go to court and I would fight it.
Okay. Fair. Well, at the end of the day, I think it's great that you guys do have that agreement. So that's good that overall it seems to have worked out.
Sure.
But yeah, I'll let you talk to the lead and welcome back stateside.
Oh yeah, wait. Can I ask a question? Sure. Because I'm in England catching all the shots going back and forth. Apparently, you got a lot of people on you right now.
Hey man, honestly,
Jesus. But it's all like retards. You're getting attacked by like the short bus of kids, which I guess is good for you. Who was it? It was H3, and there's one other. And then Myron fucking went crazy with Zerka backing him on Fresh and Fit.
Bro, Myron's video, like we're gonna release one today on it. It was so funny. I was like, I couldn't imagine feeling that betrayed by somebody you met one time for one conversation and never spoke to again. Like the way this guy was talking, like he sounded like we had a long-term relationship or like he's broken up over something. He's like, how can you betray me? How can you do? I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Why are you so upset? So that was. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't.
This gay. What?
Yeah.
This gay?
I don't even know what the fuck.
Someone fucked up.
Okay. I'll admit I've been poisoned. I've been in a lot of crazy drama where like fucking my career and everybody's careers at stake. I got Lav with fake allegations against me, Mr. Girl saying I'm raping every woman that comes on stream. So then when I see other people fight sometimes, and then it's like this guy like snaked me once, or that like I don't even know why the fuck H3 is fighting with you because he thinks you're not trans positive enough. Like it's like the most fucking retarded. Like Ethan's like, I want to go to war. I want to go to war. Like go to war over what? Like you guys don't even have like ultra serious beef with each other. Like you're not like dropping false allegations or like some crazy shit, or like trying to end each other's careers. You're just like, he's mad because they perceive you guys as being more right leaning than you guys probably are, and then he wants to like go to war. Like what the fuck?
Honestly, it really is. Which is why like I was telling Priest, like I don't. What's the point? It's not even entertaining.
If Myron actually thinks that Abba taking like a side against Myron is a betrayal, it's like, bro,
you clip chipped me.
Yeah.
They were on your he was on your podcast once. You actively were shit talking him and Preach. And like, why do you think you'd have any semblance of alliance with him?
Too redundant. At least with Myron, it's entertaining watching him lose his mind and veins bulging out of his head. You know, as his hair transplant starts to fail. Like it's enjoyable to watch it unfold. But this is boring as fuck. So that's why.
Yeah, the Ethan Klein H3H3 beef with Abba and Preach.
It's like easy fights for you guys because I think, especially with like the Ethan shit, I think you guys are like clearly in the right. Like what he posted that 2-minute video on Twitter of you just saying trans. Like,
I had no idea what the point of that was.
Well, like.
But like taking the time to explain how stupid it is also feels really
we are better than you.
Funny part,
I'm not gonna say the last word in that sentence because
was when he
I'm white.
Down on that like Fresh and Fit accusation, and I was like,
"Oh my god!" Oh, with the girl who even admitted at the start of the thing that she was just trying to fuck with Fresh and Fit. Like that was the whole point of her being there.
Bro, if you watch the podcast that they did on us when they try to like reinforce that, and it's weird because I'm defending Myron, but like he sits there for about 40 minutes with his like lackeys and they're like, we never said it was sexual assault. We just asked the question, is it sexual assault? It's not, we're not making any allegations. We're not implying or framing anything any type of way. We're just wondering. And then Ethan is so stupid. He goes on, he's like, yeah, we never said that. And then he goes, well, I want to ask the question.
I unironically don't know what Don DeMarco means though. It's a producer tag if I remember correctly. Or a DJ tag.
I was like, quiet. And then someone's like, yeah, what does that mean when it's 5 a.m. and you bring a girl back to your place? And I'm just asking the question. When you lift up her shirt to see her naked bare body, okay, without her consent, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What is it? Tell me, guys, what is it? And
what does it mean?
Like, do you guys not hear yourselves right now insinuating that he sexually assaulted a woman. They're
Yeah.
just doing it again. So that if you ever watch the pod, just skip over to that part because it is very bizarre to watch it full. But your takeaway: did you think they accused him of sexual assault?
Yeah, of course. Ethan was thirsting for it. He wanted it so. I feel like. Fuck. Okay. Oof. It was a serious topic, so I hope my memory's not failing me. But I feel like there was literally a point in the show where I think Ethan said, like, this is sexual assault, right? And then the girl was like, well, no, I wouldn't go as far to say that. But I think Ethan even tried to, like,
I think that
put
happened.
the words in her mouth. And even the girl was like, no, I wouldn't say it was that. I feel like I remember that part of it.
Mel just walking through in the background.
It was just like and it was.
This is why, like, I'm streaming right now while I'm home alone.
Dumb.
Like, Brit's at work right now.
What was the?
And
the girl's like,
I don't know if I'll stream
so
tomorrow because, like, I just don't want Brit, like,
back to
and
my
then,
his
like, she
apartment.
usually
Like, I
sticks
didn't
to her
wanna be there.
room, but, like,
so anyway, 5
if she gets
minutes later,
home
I
from work,
brushed
she'll
my
be
teeth
sitting
and I
on
was
the
in his
couch
bedroom.
back there.
What the fuck am I
So,
listening
like,
to? What a stupid fucking story. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Myron came back with a bunch of receipts showing like the way she framed the
Oh
conversation.
god, I need to turn my brightness
She
down.
claimed like it was a
Phone
one-sided
screen, holy
conversation, and
shit.
Myron just scrolls.
Yeah.
And you see them texting back and forth. And then there's a claim of like quid pro quo. The only reason why she gave him her number was because he had her wallet. But then you see that she texted him first, and so none of the allegations as they were saying it were true. She claimed that she got separated from her friend.
This
by
is a
Myron.
great
That was,
video.
like,
What
plan
video
that
did
she
you
would-
comment on?
But then he shows a
Oh,
text
my
message where they had
reaction.
texted her exactly
My
what
part
was gonna
2
happen.
with
And so she was caught lying
the
repeatedly.
button.
Yeah.
And Ethan just glosses over all of that, claiming we had no reason to call her a liar. And then he claims that we
Oh, Tico
doxed
Brax is
her,
playing
which I was
Star
really
Siege.
confused by, because I'm like, how do we dox her?
Mhm.
And he's like, you said her name, and you put her picture in the thumbnail.
And
then I had to like think about it, and then I went to watch. Byron and Fresh, they did a video 4 days before showcasing exactly who she was, what she did, and publicly made that information available. So I'm curious, is that considered doxing? If she's already publicly outed?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. It just depends on the nature of what you're doing. Like, if you do a video and you're calling people to harass somebody, it depends. But I mean, I probably wouldn't say it is. But yeah. But how?
Because
Yeah.
everybody already knew who she was. So how's that doxing? I'm confused.
Yeah.
She went on a public podcast. And also, another thing, fuck that. Fuck you. I don't think you should be able to remain anonymous. If you want to make some kind of insinuation of sexual impropriety against somebody on a public platform and then say all this other
Based.
shit and then think you get to
Low-key
I don't think
based
that's
take from
Maybe
ABBA.
that's the L take, but I feel like you should be publicly out there. Is that crazy?
If you're
to say?
gonna make
I
that
can see good arguments on both sides of that.
yeah.
one,
To
but
be
I
fair,
think
I do
broadly
see like the
speaking, I think
need to be anonymous. Like especially with the Me Too stuff. To be fair, I think a fair amount of Me Too stuff was more public.
Especially
but
when you have, like
like
so many details and shit that the other person could obviously out you, right? Like it's not like Myron and Walter don't know who she is, so yeah.
But wait, I don't understand how somebody can have like the veil of anonymity whilst they're like completely potentially almost destroying someone else's life. Like, you know, if we're talking about whistleblowers or somebody like working in government, like, all right, fine, I understand because the potential for harm there is like really great, maybe. But I don't know. To me, an individual, I don't see why they should be able to retain their anonymity. They're going to be hurting someone that publicly and then making such.
who just joined?
Like,
I can't tell them that. I can't go to Discord and check
because
because it's the lead attorney. Hey.
The argument for saying that shouldn't be they should be allowed to be anonymous.
Yeah.
I mean, just like the idea that like if you come forward with an accusation like that, if it's true, people could harass like for the Tates, this has happened where somebody might make an accusation and then they sick their entire fan base on them to destroy that person's life. So the idea that it could discourage somebody from making an accusation because they're worried about getting back from
I mean,
creators.
I can see the argument for both.
But I mean, like again, there's strong arguments on both sides. Like, should somebody really be able to like anonymously
Make a false
like, for
accusation.
instance, Mr. Girl's like report of me. If there were like 5 women and anonymously said that Destiny sexually harassed them, like I would feel cucked. I'd be like, I don't even know who the fuck these people are. Like, I don't get to respond to this. So
Yeah, like-
I would tend to agree that if you're gonna make an accusation, it should be public. But like I'm saying, I can see arguments on both sides of it.
Okay, gotcha.
There's definitely like
Listen, man, lead's here, so I'll let you guys do your thing.
Okay.
Salute, Alba. How are you doing? Hey, Destiny. Alba, you've been lighting it up, man. I've been loving seeing your videos.
like I'm with Steven. I see the arguments for both being anonymous and having to be public with accusations.
It's not looking good. And listen, let me say, I know
Someone calling Alicia.
I was listening to Destiny when I was driving back.
What's
home.
the? Oh God, it's not
I
safe for
already know
life.
what Lee's gonna say. He's gonna say this. He's gonna say that.
Yep.
Let me do this and then
Paint you in these
put it over here.
corners. without giving you the proper
oh, it's the
nuance.
that
to be
Ukraine
fair,
thing.
I think you have actually said these things on my stream before. That's typically what's going on because we've talked about this in the past, but.
Well, I don't know. I think you got me pegged wrong. Like maybe you have me in the manosphere. I did a
Okay.
video 2 years ago, basically announcing that I'm leaving the manosphere, and a lot of people got upset about that. But I saw the handwriting on the wall. Things have changed. It's like, yeah.
You saw Tate. You saw Tate being like, "Yo, look at these red pill dorks." And you're like, "I don't want to be a."
No, listen. That video that I did was like 2 years ago. I think I did it in 2021, so that was way before.
All right.
That was way before. So. But I do make men-centric content. I absolutely do that. I do it unapologetically. There's a lot of things that men need to understand about the system. Men need to understand about women.
Okay,
Now,
well, I think right now you guys are probably going to discuss like the whole deadbeat dad stuff. But yo, listen, did you see that picture I sent you?
Oh.
Bro, the MLD stuff gets so much worse.
Jesus. Wait, have you done a video on any of these?
I haven't done on the latest stuff. I'll probably just cover it in the Myron stuff.
My God.
Bro, the stuff that these people write is crazy.
Oh yeah, the group chats. Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, that's a lot to endure that's being typed in here.
Endure.
MLD was saying he was looking forward to the day that women get graped in the streets and guys like us just walk past sipping lattes.
Jesus Christ.
Man. Like, honestly, it's just,
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
God damn.
I enjoyed listening to the rant. That
Jesus Christ, MLD.
With any bad connotations.
No, that's okay. Use it with the worst. My soy.
To be fair, Steven, why are you not asking about why the first Ethan Klein, like, the first half of the Ethan Klein response video got deleted? Has he posted? I don't think he's posted that in his community tab.
In the space, not really doing men's content, and it seems specifically now there's a lot of pushback on people who do men's content, whether you want to call them channels that are men-centered,
Endure lipo, endure veneers, endure hair transplant.
In the manosphere. And it seems to me, even when you rant, it seems a little bit that you were minimizing some of the things that men go through. Some of the things that men talk about in these men-centric channels is overblown, that it's exaggerated, or sometimes even that it's non-existent. So I wanted to kind of delve into that a little bit and to see exactly what you thought was overblown and
Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
Sure. So if you're hearing me fight against
Oh no, my
red pillars, I'm gonna come off as probably being anti.
Oh god. I'm watching a video on YouTube and then
making because I do believe that they make some extreme claims. And then if you see me fighting against like rabbit
okay, I think we're good.
I might come off as like being anti-feminist, or I might be coming off as more female supportive. It just depends on the or more man supportive. It's going to depend on which claims I'm addressing at any particular point in time. I'm just gonna ramble off a couple of things that I believe to be true, and then a couple statements that Red Pill is making. You can tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. Okay. So the first point is that I'm aware of is the vast majority of custody cases are solved outside of court. Do you agree with that? I think the number that I saw was 90.5%. So most people figure out their custody issues without ever going in front of a judge.
Here's what I would say to that. There are different ways to get your cases resolved without going before a judge. So for example, let's say that you are married and you decide to file for divorce. And your wife says, okay, well, fine, we can do this. We don't even need an attorney. You're smart. You can draft up all the paperwork and we'll consent on a custodial arrangement, right? That might be seen as not going to trial before a court, right?
Yeah.
Now, another situation, which is probably more common, is that you and your wife, y'all get into a divorce and things are heated because y'all don't like each other. So each one of y'all.
Look at my attorney, bro, dead.
Never
lose.
But the attorney's fees start.
Ted Cruz getting roasted. You won't guess what for. Okay, what?
And you guys go to mediation. You kind of.
Ted Cruz saying gay should not be executed and arrested for being gay.
And that's not
seems to be too woke for part of his base. I'm not even going to these responses, but
been a part on both
wow,
sides where,
I'm surprised. Progressive Ted Cruz.
you guys go to mediation, it doesn't work, or mediation isn't required in the place that you live, and you guys are fighting. And there's some type of guardian ad litem, there's some type of judicial officer that's assigned that says, hey, I'm going to investigate.
Bro's talking at 0.75, C at 3.
Daughter, let's say. And I'm going to decide, I'm going to give a recommendation as to who should get custody. And the guardian ad litem or this court officer does all these investigations, quote unquote, and then sides with the mom. And your attorney says, well, listen, you know, we kind of lost the recommendation. We can go to court, you know, and it might cost you an extra $30,000, $35,000, but you know, this judge in particular kind of rubber stamps the recommendations of the guardian ad litem. And so you say, well, fine, go ahead and try to get me as much visitation as you can. And then you guys enter into a settlement.
No. Fuck.
In that case, where it was highly litigated, you guys spent thousands of dollars.
Hold on, just on a real quick thing, just I'm trying to catch, because I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. So first of all, hold on, that number that you just cited, what do you think is the average cost for like a child custody lawyer? Like if you're fighting for custody for a kid.
Yeah, it's going to depend on a lot of things, but basically it's going to depend on your location. So an attorney in Silicon Valley is going to charge more than an attorney in Montgomery. So it's kind of like real estate when you say, what's the average cost of a house? I'm sure there's an average cost somewhere, but that specific...
Yeah, it seems like a weasel answer.
So I would say an attorney fighting charge anywhere from...
I was just going to say, because that $20,000 figure that you cited, that sounds like if you're going like the full 9
Yeah, he said 30K. What the fuck?
Trial court.
Is kind of high. But if you're in a place where your attorney's charging, you know, $400 an hour, $500 an hour, $800 an hour, that, I mean, it's going to...
Ooh.
You're not gonna,
You should collab with Friendly Jordies. That would be interesting. Steven and Jordan talking about shit, but I don't know what is this guy wanting him to collab with him on?
Attorneys for doing some of my defamation cases. I don't think I ever saw 800 an hour. 600 an hour was some of the upper ones, and these were for major law firms. For the international tax accountant that I've got from Molina's international tax law stuff, I don't think I ever saw a number 800 an hour. Now I'm not saying that's not possible. That sounds really, really, really high to me though.
Oh man,
an hour. It's super high, just as the money, the amount that I quoted you, $150 an hour, that's super low. So these are kind of on the extremes.
Okay.
I would say if you're looking for something in the middle, probably, you know, 300 to 450.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, 300 or 400.
It's a little more reasonable, I guess.
That adds up so quickly. And you have to remember that if you come to me, Destiny, for your, let's say you have a son, and you're fighting your case, you have to pay me, right? But then you also, I'm going to say, hey, listen, you know, the woman, I know, Destiny, you kind of waffled a little bit on whether there's even a small amount of bias that judges have towards women. Fair, I suppose, but anybody that's been working in the system absolutely knows that there's a bias.
Sure, and defense lawyers will tell you that, like, yeah, criminal defense laws are too strong, and prosecutors will tell you that there's, I mean, like, of course, anybody in the system is going to have very strong opinions about the system. That doesn't mean their opinions are right or wrong, right?
No, just because if what you're saying is correct, then people who represent mothers would say, no, the judges have a strong bias for fathers. So what you're saying is not true. No one.
Wait,
says
so I'm just curious.
Okay, so hold on. McAfee virus. Child custody lawyers for family law attorneys typically charge $225 to $325 an hour. However, lawyer rates and fees. Hold on.
Like supporting fathers at points. You don't think any of them would ever say that?
He's a strong word. I would say out of the attorneys that you
Sorry, I felt a sneeze coming on. However, lawyer rates and fees can reach $350 to $400 an hour. The national average is $250 an hour.
You can find some stupid attorneys, but effectively none.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so backing all the way up to the original question. So I guess instead of saying solved outside of court, since you're giving me extra court, like mediation proceedings that could be solved that aren't technically court, what I was getting at was that it seems like the vast majority of custody cases are solved amicably, that people agree to a custody arrangement, and that's fine for the vast majority of cases, like over like 80% of cases. Do you disagree with this or no?
I disagree with the word amicably. I would agree that there's a settlement, so many settlements are not amicable. So many settlements are because there's really no other option. You agree to it, but that's because it's your best option, but that's not because you're happy about the agreement.
Okay, can I don't normally do this, but you're an educated man, and we obviously have a disagreement on fact. Can you point me to any place where I can read that? Because I've never seen that ever, like substantiated outside of like legal blogs or like a website where somebody's trying to sell services to men saying that like the courts are unfair and blah, blah, blah. I've never seen this quantified anywhere, that most divorces are, or I'm sorry, that most like child custody things are fought over. Very few of them are amicably settled. Like,
we're fighting over the word amicably, so there's going to be no study that's going to. There's going to be no study that satisfies.
So he's saying that.
Well, then how can either of us make the claim? All I can do is look at how many people fight these cases in court, or how many people fight, I guess, through mediation. My assumption would be is that if the vast majority, 90%, don't fight in court, that the majority of these are some sort of amicable agreement where both sides have agreed to something. It might not be perfect, I guess. Like maybe both sides want full custody and they get joint custody or something. But like that, or no, not even actually. I'm sorry, because they're solved outside of court, so they're just, yeah.
Oh, Rage Pope is pointing in. He's saying most people who settle feel like they got fucked. There's probably not a study on if people were happy or they settled.
Settlement, absolutely.
Well, because it's important, because it plays into the narrative that the main narrative that I fight on the red pill side is the claim that's made over and over again, and I don't know if you agree with this, but the claim that's made over and over again is that the majority, so over 50% of cases where men are not involved in their children's lives, they desperately want to be, but evil moms are keeping them from doing so because they're trying to collect child support, or they have other like personal problems with the father. And I that's a claim that's made over and over and over and over again, but I've never seen that in any paper or any study or anything ever, or like a collection of cases ever. I hear that story.
Yeah, and I really want to talk to you about this, and I don't. You're going to find this conversation, lacking. But we have to talk about these studies. And I know if you're not in the courtroom, if you're not actually doing the work, then the only way that you're going to be able to have an opinion on this is by looking at what Google says or ChatGPT says about these studies. Even if the studies are from 1985, even if the studies are from 1990, like some of the studies that you were using. But
to be clear, the only reason I'm using that research is it's the only thing I can find, but I've never seen anybody contradict it. So I mean, that's all I've got to go on right now. But
exactly. And that's what I want to talk to you about.
Oof.
Because I don't want to say, hey, don't use studies that are 40 years old, because then you're going to be like, well, I can't, how am I supposed to express an opinion on this at all if I can't use, shout out to Metaverse, the 1498 study, right? How can I not do this? Some of the stuff that you're asking for, Destiny, either the studies do not exist or the studies. And we can debate about this if you want to send me a particular study, but I'm just going to say that
this is my lawyer, dog. I'm going to lose custody of my child. Hey, so Chad is clowning on this fool.
If there's a study that shows,
please do not gas up Metaverse, P. Lamau.
How many women cheat on their husbands? You take a 40-year-old study that shows that tries to demonstrate the percentage of women that cheat on their husbands. I'm going to tell you that there's no way that study can be accurate. Because women will lie, and men will lie too, fine, but I'm talking about women in this example.
So then do we just throw out like every single soft science because so much of the data is self-reported? Do we just say that none of that?
Oh, Destiny, now you're kind of putting a straw man type of thing. You're saying every single study and every single...
I clarified. I said specifically studies that rely on self-reporting.
Yeah, they rely on
self-reporting. You're telling me
self-reports.
that like people could lie on studies, so anything involving self-reported data has to be not believed.
Ironically enough, reject studies, return to Fifis. Well, the reason why they're saying reject studies is because Fifis.
If you can
not their Fifis, but the Fifis of the people taught.
Test the chemical makeup of water. Oh, it's H2O, and you don't have to worry about cancer.
Oh wait, no, but it's also aqua. Sorry, I had to. It was just the meme was right there.
Yes.
Yep, there's Dragonflagon. It's aqua actually.
Agua actually. Study of the composition of water.
Wait, what studies?
Why are we talking about water?
If there's a study, Destiny, about what the composition of water is, then that study, and it's a scientific study and double.
Or no, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you said Karen study or if I misheard you.
I did say Karen study.
Okay,
I was just saying because I referred to a study about why Karen cheated on her husband. Let's say if you are relying on what Karen is telling you, what Karen is telling some stranger over the phone about why she cheated on her husband. I'm telling you that Karen's information should be given less weight than the information that a scientist, multiple scientists, are going to be able to.
No, we're talking about two different things here.
Peer-reviewed about nature, about hard.
Well, there's just to be clear, there are peer-reviewed sociological studies that have self-reported data, right? Like all of these studies that have self-reported data are peer-reviewed. Like that's part of collecting data from people.
I understand, and sometimes these studies I'm
just kicking them off so that I can
with the same.
Because I'm not going outside for a while, so.
The same impetus that you say about, hey, well, this is all that we have. We're just going to believe what Karen says. But I've represented.
Basically, what Lead Attorney's trying to do right now is saying you can't trust the studies that you have because it's soft science. It's self-reports. It's like, bro.
And to your point, you say,
look at him. He's like, God, this guy's a retard.
So he's got some type of bias, or maybe we can.
Now he's talking about like he's trying to say that.
On my channel all the time, I'm a part of the fucking problem because. Not only do I represent
I'm convinced this guy went through COVID lawyer school. No shot, bruh.
Men's children.
This is my lawyer, dog. I ain't coming home till 2038.
I'm being absolutely fair. What lawyers are, the vast majority of us. I mean, we're just hired.
How is this retard talking about bias, not seeing his own massive bias?
So I'm letting you guys know that, hey, I don't have a bias in this. But I have seen these things. So
I don't have a bias in this, bro. You're literally like a divorce attorney. You're arguing to try and like discredit.
If you have studies, these studies need to be analyzed and they need to be given a certain weight. Okay?
Yeah, I agree with that. But like that's why I say even on stream, I said this a lot. I said this like 20 times. I said finding data on this is hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything more recent. And here's a study from 1990. And it's only from Massachusetts, so that's right. Okay, so I'll qualify that. Now, if somebody wants to challenge me and say, well, this data is out of date, it wasn't a national survey, different laws can be different areas, so it's kind of weak data, I'd be like, okay, sure, that's true. Can you find me anything different?
Yeah, do you have anything better?
Then I'm probably going to slightly side with
that's the thing. Like,
I shouldn't even say shoddy study, with the older study, rather than assuming and I'm definitely going to fight against the insane characterizations on the other side, that the majority of dads, and then I'll lean anecdotally hardcore into that, the majority of dads that have nothing to do with their children's lives, I don't think the majority of them are well-meaning fathers that are trying to do their best, that are getting destroyed by evil, vindictive mothers. They probably are people that just hit it and quit it, or people that just don't want to, you can't be fucked. That'd be my guess.
I'm not sure. I don't know who's making these arguments that the majority of men can't be involved in their children's lives. Right, so I'm not sure who's
the majority of men that aren't involved in the trial. I can ask specifically these. I'll ask this question if people want me to get people on record saying it. This is my guess. Okay, do you think? My question would be: do you think? Or hold on. What percentage of men without custody of their children are fit to have it and want it, but are being denied because the mother is malicious and only wants to collect child support? My guess is that a red pillar will say over 50% of the time. That's how they talk about these issues, is that over 50% of the time that's the case.
Okay. Well,
my guess is in the real world, that number is probably less than 5% of the time. That's probably an exceptional circumstance where the mother's being exceptionally shitty, but I think most moms probably want the dads to be involved in their children's lives.
I mean, here's the thing, and this is because I've just been doing this for 20 years. When you say the majority of women want the fathers to be involved in their children's lives, I mean, that could absolutely be yes, but the word is involved. What does involved mean? Guys, let me tell you, one of the hardest things to get from, and this is, if a woman has 3 kids, she's super liberal most of the time about.
Oh my God, no, bro, stop.
She's got 3 kids. She's been down this road. If you take a woman and it's her first fucking kid, and the kid is an infant, so many times this woman does not want the father to have a reasonable amount of, I'll use your word, involvement. I've had so many women that'll say, hey, well, you know, I don't mind if he sees the kid, but he can't take the kid overnight. And he needs to have quote unquote visitation.
It's like a big research thing.
There. I need to
Sorry.
supervise the visitation.
Sure, I can understand that, but don't you think, isn't that kind of understandable?
No. It's understandable, but it's not acceptable. This kid, this 8-month-old kid came out of the man's
Oh, wait.
sack.
Hold on. First of all, no, kids do not come out of our ball sack. Number one.
Stop.
Number two, I'm sorry, 8 months old, I would agree with you that that's unreasonable. I'm sorry, when you say infant, I don't know how young you're necessarily talking there. But like, I would never imagine fighting custody so that I could take like a 4-week child over to my house exclusively from the mom. That I don't think I would even want to do that. That sounds like
my balls.
But if you're talking
I cannot
8 months,
believe
I
he
think that,
literally
of course, the
said
father should be able to
kids
take
come
that
out
child
of
once,
kids
or we
come
can
out of
never
guys'
get the
ball
custody of
sacks.
the
Like
child.
no,
But, like,
bro. Like
That's fine. I
half
assure
of the
you that so
fucking
many women
stuff
do
that
not agree.
starts the process.
Okay, that's
comes
fine,
out
but
of
then
a
again,
guy.
I would need to see like you
Kids
have
come
to,
out of the
you
mother's
acknowledge
womb,
that you're
you dumb
involved in
fuck.
like the worst of these, right?
This guy's
Because you're an attorney. By
this guy's
definition,
a fucking
you're seeing,
attorney.
like, the worst
Well, obviously, he ain't no
people at their
biologist.
worst, right?
Jesus Christ!
A lot of times I'm.
I assure you, my balls.
Yeah,
A lot of times, and this is
Bruv,
why
just prove it.
We don't talk about this as well, you know. A
Sample
lot of these
size 8.
divorces are
Oh my
super-
god,
they're
Chad is just
fine.
cooking him right now.
So I have had couples that come in my office and that they come in together, the husband and the wife, and they say, "Hey, we just want to hire you. We know we want to."
Here we go again.
Papers. We've got everything worked out, and I'll sit there. We'll draw up the paperwork, and then that'll be that.
Why I've got one ear out? I'm by
Now,
myself.
you don't hear about these types of cases because there's no blood in the water in these cases. These cases aren't exciting. There's a lot of cases like that.
Sure, probably
Papers,
the vast majority
please.
of divorces, I would imagine. Like
Yeah.
over 80% of divorces are probably settled. I would use that word amicably. I don't know if you'd.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we're not gonna do this amicably.
Bro!
But yes.
Okay, so wait, are they wanting to talk about like what's going on with Jordan
The fact that a case is
in
settled does not mean
Australia?
it
Because I
was
mean,
settled amicably.
are they wanting to talk about Russ,
Men
aka
agree to
Bolaro?
things because men don't have a lot of choice.
I don't understand what people were wanting him to talk to Jordan
And this
about.
is what these studies
Did Jordan
might not
say
tell
something
you
about wanting to talk to Steven?
There's no study on what good men, well, let's say good attorneys do all the time. Do you know what we do? We tell men not to fight for custody. Right? You're not going to find a study on that. There's so many studies that should exist. So many studies that would give you information that you would need to know.
Wait, why
They're
would
never
you
gonna
tell
get
the
funded.
person not to? It's not like you're doing a contingency case. Why would you say don't bother? Like, how do you make money?
Well, that's exactly right. That's why I say the good attorneys do this and not the bad ones.
Well, it sounds like if the good attorneys are doing this because they've got a steady stream of business anyway, so they're just taking cases where.
No, it's so wrong. You don't understand
What?
how attorneys make money.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Tell me how attorneys make money. Because every attorney that I've ever talked to, if they think they can get money, they'll take the case on a contingency fee. If they don't think so, I've had attorneys tell me, listen, if you want, we can go as far as you want. This is my hourly rate. I don't think you'll win, but I'll take your case. I've never had an attorney say, like, I definitely don't want to
We need
pursue this
Pisco. We need
because they like
fucking
you.
Rage Pope.
Somebody might be uncomfortable with a
Lawyer-
particular case. I've heard that before.
The
But I've
lawyers
never
of
had an attorney tell me,
DGG,
sorry, I don't think you'll
please
win.
amass
So I'm not gonna
into the
do it. But
Destiny's
my experience
channel.
is also limited. I don't know
What
you
the
tell me.
fuck?
I mean, when you tell me how do attorneys make money, my
Piss-
understanding is they make
Pisco.
money by charging hourly rates to do contingency
It's
cases or
time.
getting paid by the state for
It's time
whatever
to
things.
pass.
Maybe there's a different way that I haven't heard of.
Yeah, for contingency cases,
ADHD
number one, we have
chatters.
to take that off the table because
What is
contingency
this?
cases are not
Okay, it's
thing
just
in
a-
divorce court.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I don't. Is that true?
Pisco, come on.
In most
Come on,
states, it's actually
dude.
illegal.
You need to
can't have
hop
a
in here.
financial
You're a
interest
fucking
like that,
lawyer.
like a contingency case
I think
in a family
is
law.
Pisco a practicing lawyer? I think he is a practicing lawyer.
Okay. Interesting. Gotcha.
Now, what? Here's the thing. In the vast majority of cases,
Connect me to the
men are
Urination
not going to
Corporation.
win, let's say full custody or primary custody.
Is
of
Pisco
these
Pisco
cases.
in a
No matter
VC
what
right
primary
now?
custody of their kids.
Let me see. Let me go back and check
Many
Steven's
men want
Discord.
primary custody of these kids.
Oh
just
shit!
Like they see the women getting primary custody of these kids.
What how is that true? In the vast majority of cases, men want primary custody. Like the kid is living with them. I don't believe you. I just don't believe it. Like men are working full-time jobs. They're gonna pay what, like a babysitter full-time, or I don't think in the vast majority of cases. I have to see a number. I don't believe that. I super don't. The burden of childcare is so high. Like
Destiny, when someone comes to me to tell me about their case, I don't write their information down and then submit it to the government so that there can be a study. You can choose to believe it or not.
I'm trying to find.
That's why I'm telling you, your reliance on these studies. I understand if you say, well, this is all that we have. I get that. We're attorneys. We do not work for the government like that. We are not reporting to the government. We're trying to help these people out.
Sure, I don't disagree with you, but
you're
seeing
a
lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail.
Of all the people in society.
I am seeing a sliver of all people in society. That is exactly right. And I have friends who practice and they see a sliver. And I have colleagues who practice and they see a sliver. And then we all get together at various times of the year and we take trainings with each other. And they see a sliver. And then we take trainings with judges. And these judges see a sliver. You're exactly right. It's all slivers. We can go down this road if you want.
Look at my attorney, dog. I'm losing my kids. Blackhorn Southern. Oh, damn, forethought.
It's a sliver if you want to. And it is, like, because we're not seeing every single
What's
case
this dude's like win-loss ratio?
That, to use
Holy
a criminal
shit.
justice example, like police officers see a sliver of young black men, judges see a sliver of young black men, correctional officers see a sliver of a sliver. But if I ask all of these people, they're all going to tell me that young black men are criminals that are massively over-involved in like gang shootings and drug dealings, right? But even though all of them might say that, they're only intersecting with a very particular portion of society, right? So I understand that you as an attorney that deals in family law with men that come to you to fight for custody, and other attorneys that deal with men that go to them for fighting for custodies, and then judges that are in family courts for people fighting for custodies. I agree that you guys even might all have like an opinion that all resonates with each other, but I don't know if that's reflective of the whole landscape of custody agreements, right? That's why I would like to see like information from like a court, are custody agreements all public, a matter of public record because it's all like filed in courts and everything, or?
I mean, it's public record, but no one is going to go through all of them and compile some data set because there's just so many.
What?
Bro,
if someone was willing to do the study, someone would do it.
In a lot of different categories, right? If someone comes to
That's what the studies are for. It's literally like institutions.
That's a certain type of man.
Trying to fucking paying people to comb through
5 and 6 kids,
just multiple things like those kinds of studies. You're like a person's literally paid to comb through stuff and then
generate we can talk about the entire universe of men. Now, again, when we do that, it's complete conjecture because these men who are having children with 5 and 6 kids, no one's studying them. No one's studying these men. These men are in the fucking shadows. You're not going to be able to get on ChatGPT and find out information about these men.
My brother in Christ, ChatGPT is not Google. My brother in Christ, they're two different things. ChatGPT is a freaking AI chatbot
running to Google and ChatGPT
that kind of uses Google as part of its thing.
I would rather run to Google than like an attorney, right?
Well, I mean, let's say there's a war in Afghanistan, and you say, well, hey, I want to find out information about the battlefield. And you say, I want to go to Google. I don't want to talk to a general, or I don't want to talk to a corporal or a lieutenant who's actually on the fucking field.
But that's only one side of the story. You're only getting one side of the story there.
For 20 years.
If you go to Google, you at least have a better chance of possibly getting more than just
what Google says 40 years ago about this war.
Well, I'm not listening to what Google says. I'm using Google to
You're using
find,
Google
like,
to find
a collection of data. But yeah, I would say the same thing there.
Like,
if I were
bro,
to ask somebody like,
Google is
a
search engine.
Civilians in
Google
Iraq,
does like Google might have there might be some stuff that
no, I don't want to talk to a
has
soldier
Google prioritizing certain
or
things.
even a general or whatever.
But like the point of using
what does the
Google
research say?
is to search for things, to search for pages that have information
on the ground, or what is like
or whatever. Google's not studies.
Not a fact checker. The government organizations hold each other accountable. Like, yeah, these would be the people I would go to, not like an individual soldier.
You say multiple investigators on the ground. That's my point. A multiple investigator on the ground. That's the.
Around or post you might be scared of AI replacing lawyers or just anti-tech replacing.
I disagree, but we might just have like a.
My dad won custody. He represented himself in court. My mom got his lawyer. It can be done.
Yes, because the goal of an investigator should be to collect
that was the lawyer his mom got.
Amalgamate them into some sort of like comprehensive view of a situation, not just one person's experience.
One investigator is one person's experience.
No, it's one person collecting many people's experiences and then compiling that. That's the research part of it.
What is the contention? What are they arguing about?
Numerous people over 20 years.
Okay, people, Pisco is in the chat. We need to tell him what the fuck's going on so he can hop in here and fix this shit.
A high level of selection bias. Much the same way that if I was a police officer,
this is Steven's bar exam,
in the
bro.
Bronx all day on night patrol, my collection of interactions with minorities is probably going to be really.
The attorney is showing he got his degree from McDonald's University.
In one particular area, you don't have that.
Lol data all about antidote. Andy here.
Ideally not, because researchers
That's the thing,
are
like,
supposed to actively.
Destiny, the question you ask is this: what would it take for you to change your mind about who's getting fucked over? Oh! Look at him! Oh, he's mad.
I understand why the hesitancy, the appropriate skepticism to delve into anecdotes, and their weight should not be given biblical authority. I absolutely agree with that. What I'm telling you is, in situations like this, the information that we need, the concrete information where we can say, okay, this is what we're going to rely on. This is the appropriate data. This is the data set that we can give 100% weight to. What I'm saying, Destiny, is that doesn't exist. All right. So,
do you not see? I'm just curious. Do you not see the difference between an outside party coming in with an attempt to compile and collect data, and then to sift through that in a way that is hopefully unbiased? Do you not see the difference between that person versus one person that's like one part of a system? Do you think that it's all just, since they're both human, they all count for the same thing? Just one person counts for one person, whether you're a researcher or just somebody that's part of that ground team?
If you're a researcher, to me, you're part of a system. For example, there are court officials that.
Bro, no, he doesn't get it.
Supposed to come in and
a researcher gets multiple perspectives of the goes through, or at least gets multiple in different instances of a thing. Goes through, figures out what happens statistically. Oh my god!
I guess in your analogy, a researcher, because the person doesn't have a dog in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is so. This man is not. This man's retarded.
Because it's a human being.
Data isn't relevant because only good men pursue lawyers. The bad men who don't pursue lawyers 1,000 times. 1,000% one joint custody. The absence of data. Exception Galaxy Brain.
Whereas when you're an attorney,
guys, I don't have any. Okay, please go. Guys, I don't have any special knowledge regarding family law or statistics regarding dispositions. I'm just a semi-smart person. Don't know what you think I'd add.
Yeah, you're representing
just something.
To represent
do something.
Like. You would be a shitty
Sorry, I was pulling a fucking Gavin McGinnis there.
I googled a study and 40% of the time you're going to win, so I'm not going to. Right? You wouldn't say that. You would probably.
Don't.
Facts decide if you
I'm going to say this. If fucking Karantos gets in here, I might just hop out. We might just go play some Marauders or something.
It's fundamentally different than somebody that's brought in to analyze the system.
Roles are different to the extent that the lawyer in that specific case is representing somebody. That's true. Let's focus on me for example, right now. I'm not representing anybody. I'm just giving information. Okay? I don't see the difference between me and that researcher that you say. If you want to say that an attorney who is actively representing a father has a bias towards
Pisco, come on, just get in there, please. Please, we're begging you. We're begging you.
But what I'm telling you is, when you have these types of conversations about marriage and divorce,
Pisco, come on, Pisco, please,
is not
please.
representing anyone.
We need.
This attorney is just letting you know what his experiences are. That attorney's opinion should be given a certain amount of weight. Now, in courts, they do this. They would give my opinion way more weight than they would give your opinion, for example. Even if you went to Google, even if you went to ChatGPT. You know, I'm not sure in the defamation.
I don't know.
That-
It's
what-
entails all
hold on,
this
first, are you
time as
talking about, like,
lawyers
if
in
you
the
brought in
fields
as,
have
like,
these
an expert
perspectives that are
witness?
colored by the parties they represent.
Sure. Okay. So
exactly
if that
right.
was the case, I
An
mean, like,
expert-
I don't know if you would be brought in as an expert witness just for being a lawyer. That's possible. But a lot of expert witnesses that are brought in are like the Googles that you're making fun of. They're people that do research, that have compilations of studies, that have talked to the Google and the ChatGPT.
Again, I don't understand. Why does the lead attorney keep saying ChatGPT? Like, ChatGPT is a fucking bot that pulls information to generate something. It effectively is like,
any bar.
It's not even an expert. Like,
to a lawyer. They're looking at your training, and then they're looking what you did for the past 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
And I promise you, if you have an attorney,
I love how we're only technically like 2 points in, and one of them is a wholly like, oh my god, we just started another list.
Through each of those 20 years, and has received a high level of education to prepare himself for that career of 20 years. That's absolutely an expert opinion.
Sure, in matters of like divorce proceedings and whatnot, or stuff that's related. Sure. But I mean, like, so would like a psychologist being brought in, or somebody. No.
No.
Of course. What do you mean? Of course, psychologists can be expert witnesses in cases.
Yes.
Well, in cases, absolutely. You said in divorces.
Oh, I'm sorry. In divorces, maybe not, unless it's some weird shit.
Unless they do like unless the psychiatrist has done like, or psychologist, whoever has done evaluations of the parents.
I'm telling you is that no one is a strong word, but when you have these types of I don't want to call them debates, but conversations where you say, hey, I looked at ChatGPT and I looked at Google and I did this for 48 hours and here's what I found. These types of studies, the presentation of these studies is not, never classify the expert opinion on these things, because these studies.
Well, but the expert opinion, part of it is based in like their education. It can be, depending on the type of expert witness it is.
So it's a part of it. That's exactly right. I had a guy on my channel.
Of course, psychologists work with divorce cases. Yes. Fucking
spouting some of the same statistics that I think you
like a psychologist will work in a divorce case. Probably, again, like I stated, an example of it would probably be, possibly doing a psych eval of the parents, seeing who's probably more psychologically sound to take care of a child.
You cannot understand its real significance. An expert will tell you if you are interpreting that statistic correctly or incorrectly.
August, I'm actually more interested in this guy talking about AI now. I want Destiny to ask him his opinion on the implication in ChatGPT. Hey, Destiny, while you're at it, ask him what an NFT is.
Like, I'm generally somewhat familiar with the studies. I'm pulling this information from it. If there's something I'm incorrect about, I'm welcome somebody to point out why something might be incorrect. Like in that video that I watched earlier, I don't know if you saw it, the lady said that actually that number was wrong and the study says something different, and I went through and I tried to read through where they got that from and I couldn't find it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I feel like the response has to be more like, oh, this is why that number is incorrect, not well, it's wrong because it's a study and we can't trust studies.
I'm pulling out the chips.
Yes, I think that's the last part of your statement.
Hopefully this doesn't hurt too much.
It's a study and we can't trust studies. That's not my point, and I think that's not my point.
Well, it sounded like you were saying, because like a lot of this is self-reported.
I'm chopping down some
a lot of
Doritos hot mustard chips.
Made it sound like we could never trust a study.
Really good.
I don't know if
they are hot.
Maybe I'm
not hot though.
Interpreting it there, but you made it sound like, of course, these women are going to lie, so you can't trust any of that data.
What I'm saying is, if you have a study, you should.
It's more of that like
how the data was collected.
It's not like hot sauce heat. It's more of a.
And you should assign it.
Dare I say stanky heat almost?
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. And that weight could be 0.
It's a good kind of stanky heat though.
100%. What I'm saying is, some of these studies do not, and this is going to be up to individual efforts. Some of these studies do not merit type of weight. People citing these
methodology, bro.
And I'm not saying this about you.
This retard passed the bar, chat. You can accomplish literally anything.
About these statistics. Because you say, oh well, 70% of this or 80% of that. I would counsel against, not you, but just other people in this space talk about these things, is just accepting the statistic on face value. That's where the gentleman that I was debating with got in trouble, because he started spouting statistics and he didn't understand what the statistics meant. He understood what they meant on a superficial level, but not on the real level, right? So when you say, oh, well, vast majority of men who fight for custody get some type of custody award, right? That just means that, I guess the men who aren't fighting for custody, they don't want their kids, because if they fought for custody, the statistics say that they would get their custody, right? That gentleman doesn't understand what these statistics mean. So it's nice to talk to somebody who's been in the field. Not necessarily me. There are tons of divorce attorneys around, right? You don't have to talk to me.
The convoy just shut up. Cool.
And my expert opinion on these things should be given a certain amount of weight, but that doesn't mean it should be given more or less than another expert opinion's testimony or viewpoints on these subjects. What I'm saying is, you should certainly give it more credit than people spouting off statistics that they don't understand. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, if you ever come up with anything or have like a thing that is pushing back against any of my points, I'd always be interested in seeing it. But like I said, until then, I feel like
that's what you're saying. You're seeing you'd be interested in seeing it. You're interested in seeing these studies. Listen, if you think that there are studies, let me ask you, how helpful do you think these studies are when you're talking about things like marriage and divorces? How?
They have limited effectiveness, but it's the only thing I can go by. And people are making incredibly strong claims on the other side with no data. So I'm going to rest on the little bit that I have, of course, to push back at least against the extremely unfair characterizations from the other side.
I'll take that all day. You just that
What
right
is
there.
this?
These studies have limited effectiveness, but if that's all that I have to push back on, I'll use it. I think that's absolutely fine. I think that's great. Yeah, but when you say that, it seems when you talk, or when you say, "Hey, listen, these studies that I'm claiming or these studies that I'm using, honestly, they have limited effectiveness, but that's what I have, so that's what I'm going to go on, right?"
Sure, but I literally said that multiple times. It's like, the research is hard, there's not much data in this area, and here's a study from 1990. I feel like I said this verbatim like 5 times, I think I said.
Well, it's interesting. I guess what I'm saying is because that energy that you just said is not translated into the rant that you had 30 minutes ago.
Sure, because I'm pushing back against the insane caricature that women are clawing their children away from fathers because they hate the dads or they're after child support. That characterization is wild.
Right, but
and I feel like in almost every area where somebody say like, well, trust me, look at the experience. Well, trust me, look at the experience. If I were to ask, before the red pill came along and rotted men's minds, if I were to ask the vast majority of people in 2015, why do you think most dads aren't present in their children's lives? What do you know of like single moms and single parent households? The vast majority say, oh, they probably pumped it and dumped it. They probably hit it and quit it. They probably just don't give a fuck about their kid. Like, that's what you saw on TV shows. That's what you see in pop culture. That's what you see in neighborhoods and homes. Like, most people say that. But now, since the red pill has come along and it's spun a totally different narrative out of thin air, that there are all these poor fathers, and there are some. I'm sure there are some. But that, like, all these fathers desperately want to be involved in their children's lives
as often
now,
as
and it's
people
just
say
the
it,
evil
as
women
Red Pill
keeping
says
them.
it is?
Of course,
No.
I'm going to push back violently against that narrative. It's insane, and there's nothing to substantiate that. I'll take my 1990 study in Massachusetts over these completely fabricated claims that I can't find in any source or any data or anything anywhere.
Do you think the majority of men get the amount of involvement with their children that they want?
Maybe not.
Do the majority of men get the involvement that they want? Over 50%, I would say. Like, if the ideal is that the mom and dad are still together and they got 100% custody, then I would say that neither the majority of moms or dads probably get what they want in that case. But I would probably lean towards yes in your question. In terms of like working at an arrangement that's as good as it can be and is like a reasonable acceptance between both parties, I'd say probably over 50%. That'd be my guess, yeah. Or wait. Hold on, let me qualify that a little bit more. Are you saying of like separated families or like all families or like what?
Men who are men who are not living with the mother.
Men who are not
With
living
some
with.
type of,
Yeah,
some type of custody arrangement.
my guess would be, yeah, I would lean to the majority do. Yeah.
Majority of men
are satisfied with like their custodial arrangements with their mom. Yeah.
We would also say that the majority of men don't have primary custody of their kids, right?
Correct.
So the majority of men who don't have primary custody of their kids, they have some type of visitation, right?
If they want it, yeah.
They want it.
I don't know if the majority of men that don't have any custody are involved at all. I'm not sure how many are completely absent the picture, like had an oops baby and then just like exited the picture entirely. Because like I know, for instance, I hate to do the stat thing, but I know, for instance, that I'm pretty sure less than 50% of mothers even receive their full child support payments. So I don't know how many are like actively involved or want to be involved or just wanted to like get out as much as possible. Why? What do you think the number is? Do you think that of separated households, what percentage of dads do you think have what they would consider like an acceptable custody arrangement with the mom? What would your guess be?
Acceptable? Well, I had asked if they had gotten as much as they wanted. You're saying if they have an acceptable amount, and those two are different. An acceptable amount, I would probably say, probably say around 50%. I feel that it's acceptable.
Gotcha. When you say wanted, what's like the difference there? What do you like? What do you think? Like wanted is in like trading.
Listen,
yeah.
Like when I was 18, I had a job, and I wanted them to pay me $100 an hour, but they ended up paying me $12 an hour. I thought 12, well, fine, it's acceptable. It's not what I wanted, but it's acceptable. That's the difference between having something that's acceptable and having something that you want. It's my view, talking to all these
What
men,
about his cat?
men would like more custody. Right? But
Well, for the ones you're talking to, I would imagine, because you're literally a family court attorney, right? A guy that's happy with his custodial arrangements is never talking to you, right?
Oh, that's not true. There are a lot of men who are happy with their custodial arrangements, but they need divorce attorneys for other matters, specifically money. Just because you're happy with the custodial arrangement doesn't mean you're happy with the amount of child support. It doesn't mean that you're happy with the amount of alimony. It doesn't mean that you're happy with the amount of property division. There are a lot of other components to a divorce than
Sure, I agree, but in general, like the people that are going towards you are going to be people that are unhappy with some aspect, maybe not just custody, but they're going to be unhappy with some aspect of the separation of their relationship.
Right. That's exactly right. They're going to be unhappy, or not necessarily be unhappy, but they're going to be ignorant about how things should go. A lot of times people will come to me, let's say your wife serves you with a complaint for divorce and you didn't see it coming. You're like, well, shit, I just got this complaint for divorce. The first page says I have to respond in 30 days.
Bruce Rivers is a criminal lawyer?
Help me out. No, they're not necessarily unhappy.
Is this Bruce? Is his name Bruce Rivers?
They just don't know what to do. That's where I come in.
Sure.
So, people come to us for so many different reasons. And again, that's why I think it's so great that we're having these conversations so I can explain this stuff to you. Now, this stuff is not in Google. It's not in ChatGPT.
That's what I think it is. It is. It's him.
We don't report to them.
Yeah, this guy's a criminal
I
lawyer.
think having these conversations is so great. And
Stop talking about ChatGPT.
Who I think are balanced, who I think are not... I use the word grifted, and that's a huge word right now for the past month and a half, 2 months. Everybody's talking about grifting, right? People who enter into these conversations with good faith.
ChatGPT killed this guy's dog.
Situations in the past, 3 or 4 weeks with the red pill and the manosphere community, and it doesn't look like these conversations are entered into in good faith at all. So I think it's awesome.
I'm trying to reach my lawyer for an urgent problem in my custody case, but he's on stream debating little Stephen Bennell for the third time. Or Stephen Hill the third. I ain't seen my kids ever again.
Thank you for having me on, and shout out to Albert as well. You guys are
all right, get the fuck out of here. God damn, this is getting ridiculous. I swear to God, if we get fucked. Yeah, Bible thumbs in the chat, or sorry, Angel thumbs in the chat for him getting the fuck out of here. Holy shit.
The definition of a high value man, considering I think that's one of his fundamental tenets that he was teaching about. And I thought the way that you and Sneeko handled it was excellent. The fact that you guys tried to all these red herrings, and he tried to divert the conversation into different areas, and you guys did not move. You guys made him give you a definition of high value man, and he couldn't do it. And as an attorney, that's one of the things that I love when people do. You know, they stick on a point and they don't waver and they don't move off. You know, so many times when men argue with women, because women tend to think so much differently.
Yeah, he's trying to milk this for all it's worth.
Wired. They'll think of a lot of different things, and a man will try to pin a woman down on a particular argument, and the woman will, she's on point A, and then she's
this went from a debate to a full-on, with the amount of glazing. Bruh.
And I just love the way that you and Sneeko would not move from point A. I thought it was amazing. I was, and this is coming from a fucking attorney. All I do my whole entire
forethought, kick him. Kick him. RTBA. Whoever the fuck is in charge of Discord, kick his ass out.
It was an interesting conversation. Have you ever chatted with Sneeko before?
No, I've never chatted with him. And to be honest, I was surprised at his take on it. You know, because I never chatted with him, and I'll be honest, I hadn't watched a lot of his content. I was thinking he was more on the other side. I was associating him more with the whole Andrew Tate type. I don't know. I thought he was more red pill.
He was, but now he's like pilled. He's like Islam pilled.
My lawyer's a Sneeko fan, dog.
Yes, a lot of people are changing up.
Look at my attorney, dog. I ain't never seen my kid again.
They're like, no, you know, don't call us red pills or whatever. I don't know.
His throat is gonna be sore, bruh. Stop.
At any rate, I just wanted to tell you that
he's doing tricks on it.
That conversation, and particularly that part about both you and Sneeko being
lead is in the metal. I'm too dense to understand. His name now makes sense.
If anybody goes back and
it's not the lead attorney, it's the lead attorney. Okay.
So many times, the Rolo guy kept trying to divert the conversation, you know, into other areas. And the fact that you guys wouldn't let him up, I thought that show was amazing. So,
yeah,
great job on that. But at any rate, thank you for having me up here. And I don't know if you guys ever want an opinion from somebody who has a little different perspective on this stuff, you know, I'm always around. But
I mean, bro.
Yeah, no problem. This, if you scroll up in my Discord, you have notables. You can always join this room, the Destiny's room. You have to scroll up past a lot of the other ones, the tier 1, tier 2, all the wedding rooms, and you'll see this one. You can left click and join anytime. So.
Oh, is it the Destiny?
Come with case law and precedent next time.
I'm so fucking old, man.
Oh, if you click the Destiny GG Discord server on the left, and then you just scroll down the rooms, you'll see something that says Destiny's room, where we're both in.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
I cannot believe this motherfucker's an orbiter now. He's officially an orbiter. He has perms.
Bro.
Have a good one, man.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hold on, give me a second, and then I don't know what we're doing today. Oh, we're doing keep not kick in 1 hour. Oh god, I was supposed to find a replacement. Bro, I fucked Caranto so hard. Originally, he asked me about Alex Stein. I'll talk about it when I get back. Hold on, I'll be back. 1 second.
Oh my gosh. So wait, Carantos isn't going to be the co-host of Keep or Kick? W! Big W! Let's go! No fucking Carantos.
Chatting. Ferret LL.
Alright, so we're getting some TTSs. What the fuck, Jody?
I can never find where you're streaming anymore. Frowning face.
Just go to Destiny.gg. Thankfully, all the streams embeds are on there now. Literally, go to the main channel. Whoever just sent this, go to Destiny.dg. Destiny.
Shadow I did a bad and preaches H3 video get taken down.
All right, while we're waiting.
What about his the camera? It's on. Can you put it on
just
him?
flip it on him. Yeah.
Okay.
They sound like a V8 reading a script rather than a character.
Bruh, his fucking hair. The dye's wearing out, bro. The dye's wearing out.
They're reading lines like how you'd read a book. A good audio engineer will do tricks like put the real line between other lines to SND more natural.
Epic erudite rant?
Go over the
what?
And preach VSL free drama.
Oh, is Kyla gonna be co-hosting Keep or Kick today? Let me see. Is she live right now? Let's go check. I didn't see any notifications.
Will you ever have preach on?
There I am. Nope, nothing yet for Kyla. I don't know why I can't click on my own damn stream. I mean, I guess to check it, but...
Getting into relationship stuff a bit, do you think conservatives / moderates make better long-term partners than liberals because they can understand other point of views better and they're overall happier in life? Or does politics not matter?
Good question. I think...
I'm far right.
I don't think politics plays a huge part. I mean, you wouldn't. It'd be hard to really have a relationship
anyway, any city building games
if you're politically opposed. But I think it's more down to your attitudes in regards to your politics.
Don DeMarco.
Don DeMarco.
Oh no.
Don DeMarco.
Train.
Don DeMarco.
Tracer.
Don DeMarco.
SpongeBob.
Don DeMarco.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Don DeMarco.
Who?
Don DeMarco.
Huh?
Don DeMarco. I got one felony. I got 2 felonies.
What the fuck? Who were like half of those TTSs? Who?
Sneeko literally regurgitates what he's been told. He doesn't even know that there are multiple versions of the Quran, like Warsh Quran and Hafs Quran, with different lettering.
Ooh. So like how there's multiple versions of the Bible? Like the Bible?
I will bless this chat and may everyone's day be dank with much love.
What's the time?
Peace, Destiny, DDGL.
What's the time?
Oh Jesus, no! Fucking diaper time. Ugh. Wait, was that NLD? Was that NLD in that diaper photo? Because if that was, Omega fucking lol.
Former political prisoner from Iran. Want to chat about some political topics. Specifically,
oh
Bill.
no! I'm sorry. I literally clicked the link and then it said not safe for work. Even though, to be honest, it wasn't that bad. You know, real quick, I'm just gonna do this. It's not nearly as bad as they said. Like it's suggestive but not explicit. But understandably, I wouldn't want to put that on my stream. I guess put this on the next video. Is this what I think it is? Yep.
Like
fuck.
Months total over 18 years. Would intentionally avoid jobs that his wages could be garnished for it to get paid under the table. Very common. Very sad.
What I would do would be picked by her. Okay, hold up. Pulling this away. I want to check. Is this a video? I don't know if it says JPEG, but I don't know if maybe that's just a leak.
That I tried to visit. Filed after 3 days.
Sorry, y'all.
5 months later,
sorry for
I got to meet
the
my kid. She got primary
secret memes, but real, bruh. Stop.
Destiny,
that's
why not
mean.
Make the law robust against abuse? If there is no problem, nothing changes. Otherwise, bad actors are stopped. It's just good design. Yo, Destiny. Sorry I missed you in Wales, but I sent you an email about a chat about online radicalization as a former Vush fan. BTW, love your stuff. I hope you had a good trip. You should collab with Friend Majorities. It's super important.
I can't believe Destiny did that. Bruh, stop. I'm in a gang, I'll fucking kill you. What did I do? Oh no, what's this? Okay, it's a... Okay. What's this? Oh no, Mac... Who is this? Bruh!
I got 1 felony.
She thick.
I got 2 felonies.
Okay, no.
I got 3 felonies. I got 4 felonies. I got 5 felonies. I got 6 felonies. I got 7 felonies. Bitchin' Bill Bellamy. I got 8 felonies. I got 9 felonies. I got 10 felonies. Bitchin' Bill Bellamy. Cheeker Z.
The fuck is this? Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, did I just get a Discord notice? I think I did. Alright. I don't know why I'm scrolling all the way up. Whatever. Alright, What? B-A-M-N... What? Okay, hold on. Obama. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, O-P-A-M-N-A. Obama. Is this Lauren? Okay, what's this? Okay, it's a rap song. I'm not risking it. Q versus Haas screaming match. Oh god, I would rather die. Destiny IRL. All right, what's this, McAfee? Oh fuck, yep.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target, my local Target. Right, check this out. So we're in the boys section, guys. Boys clothes section. I want to show you over here. This is the clothing you have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaur. But we're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys clothing today? I'm not done. Like Baby Shark? Bye-bye. There's masculinity. That's what they're doing. They're destroying masculinity.
Fucking retard. Jesus Christ. Base 3D printed RPG recoilless rifle? What's this? This might be an oofsie for me, but not personally, but to watch it. It's pretty cool looking. Like, so wait, this is the entire launcher?
3, 2, 1.
It doesn't look like it's accurate for shit. Okay, Cenk double down on his retardation. People are outraged that DeSantis is saying he might pardon Trump if he wins, but if Biden wins, are you sure he wouldn't pardon Trump? Surprised at the reaction to this. Sounds like most Democrats have no idea who Biden is. If Trump is convicted and he's about to go to prison, there's an excellent chance Biden would pardon to heal the soul of the nation. Helping Republicans and elites is Biden 101.
God sent me no battles. Lord Mellock. My wife whispers to me for my wife. Help me.
What the fuck? Who's the TTS there? What? The TTS just bugged the fuck out.
What's going on now?
Oh. Milkers. My wife. Hide the memes. What's this?
Someone sent me a video. I think he's trash, and I don't think we'll ever be friends.
Oh god, AI.
Where he could be valued, you know what I mean.
Fuck off.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target.
Oh, more memes. I literally just saw this. God damn it.
Guys, boys clothes section. I want to show you over here. This is the clothing you have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaur. But we're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys clothing today? I'm not done. Like Baby Shark? Bye-bye. There's masculinity. That's what they're doing. They're destroying masculinity. Guys, it's time to stand up against this wokeness.
If you're white, then don't shop at Target, you fucking idiot. I mean, for fuck's sake, Target is like one of the more expensive stores to go to.
Way back in the day.
And yeah, like...
This movie was horrifying.
The fun and excitement as the kids waiting for a chance to undo all the good that the Care Bears have done. And that's only the beginning. Even Caroline is no longer
Look at this rainbow.
Safe.
Guys.
Good luck, Care Bears. We're counting on you.
Every beat of your heart will take the Care Bears and their friends one step closer to their
Even the leaves are rainbow. Look at all this.
ultimate challenge. Will all their love and caring stop a shadowy spirit from stealing away every feeling in the world? Join the Care Bears and all their friends, and you'll share a chuckle.
That tree represents a cis white male. Oh, rainbow. No.
Copyrighted audio? Bro, this movie's like almost public domain. 1985, are you serious?
What? Almost public domain, bro. If it's from 85, it's not gonna be public domain. Like, for fuck's sake, the book version of Winnie the Pooh just became public domain. Like, brez. Okay, what's this? Alright. If they redid Care Bears today, they would all be black women. Jesus Christ.
Oh god, what's it gonna be like when this graph flips? Oh no.
I know I'm scamming it, I'm not like. Oh, well, he's going through it right now anyways. Like... This is at least an 8 out of 10. This is... God damn it! I keep clicking it. It was a purple link. I've already seen it, and it is MLD. I can tell by the facial. Damn it!
Dapper time. What's the time? Dapper time.
Okay.
Subtweet.
Oh, hey, Katie.
That Elijah and Mary from Tim Pool coping about you.
Like saying, hey.
Bro.
And this is what they do. This is what the bad faith is. And I find this to be always interesting. You know, I debated Destiny at a college, at a university. And he told me after that this is ironic, that he didn't want to debate again. We debated on Ukraine and some of these issues. I think
oh God, it's him.
Two different universities. Because he said like I wasn't sensational enough. And
Mr. Blade, find God.
That's why I started with an explosion.
She is like a. I'm gonna say it. She's a 6.
What?
Debated on Ukraine and some of these issues. I think we actually debated twice.
Like she's pale as a piece of paper, bro. God damn.
I wasn't like
the fact when you watch too many Tim Burton movies, true. Holy shit.
I was just wanted to discuss the points. Like,
stare. Linus trad tips, bro. Stop. Lil sis geeked up off them things.
Anybody in my entire life?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Why would he just lie?
Hey, phantom looking ass, bros.
Even if that, let's assume.
He's a liar, dude.
That I am like that.
Sorry, I'm not gonna bang my table for the meme.
I actually don't want boring discussion. I'm just farming clips or whatever. Why would I say that? Even if what he was saying was my feelings, why would I ever tell him that?
Why would a conservative lie? It's like, bro.
But because I wasn't like
liars are liars. It doesn't matter what political party they're a part of.
Milo or Gavin or different people. That's not what.
Those are all people that I refuse to debate now. I told Milo I'm not debating him again. Modern Day Debate emailed me 2 days ago, asked me to debate Gavin McInnes, and I said no, I'm not interested in that. These are exactly the types of conversations.
And there's good reason why he's not debating them.
He's literally lying.
Milo was
probably told him he was too passive. No, I don't think I.
Milo was completely too fucking sloshed. Was like completely geeked out
I thought that would be
during their debate.
I might have said
and
that.
Gavin acted like a complete man-child.
I probably just shook his hand and I said, "Oh,
I literally was
conversation."
referencing a Gavin McInnes moment with like the do something and the wake up because he punched his own mic during a fucking talk.
And he's, you know, whatever. He's just trying to do that. But for a guy who's out there who is trying to entertain,
Roma Army, the American Pearl. It's like
if you're just being
you,
quiet,
you do know Pearl is American, right? She just lives in Europe.
To try to claim and make drama out of that and say, oh, that's because you agree. That's because you agree with them and you want people to be abused and you think women are.
She's doing the Linus face.
No
Yep.
words. So then I'm gonna put words in your mouth. That's what I feel like's going on here.
I love how like
I was literally there at Penn State plus dinner. This has nothing to do with anything I heard, at least by my recollection. It was a bit of a business combo between you and then him talking to a lot of other people at the table. He did a lot more than that. I could.
Bruh.
I hate this.
Literally
so
her. Stop.
Yeah, it's really bizarre to assume that because I didn't speak up
Do
at that
it.
exact moment,
Do it.
that I
Leak it.
great victims of abuse and think that all of the women who claim they're being abused are lying. I think he's very clearly using a dishonest tactic here, but I expect.
I hate these fucking losers that claim this shit. Dishonest tactic, dishonest. Call it out. Show me. What do you mean? What dishonest tactic? Like, bro, you were on that show. You had so much to say anytime something that you disagree with came up. And on this issue, you're suspiciously shutting the fuck up the entire fucking time. You don't have a single thing to say. Fuck you. Of course people are going to assume that you agree when you're so keen to come out and argue about other things. Not to mention the fact that I was literally explicitly making space explicitly for her to talk. I think there were multiple times on that podcast. I was like, hold on. I think Mary wanted to say something. Hold on. I think Nav wanted to say something. We should let this person speak. Like, you had nothing to say during this whole
hear the
part of
Nebraska
conversation because
wins.
you probably agreed with it. You do. You know you did. You're just mad that a clip went viral about it.
Nothing less from Destiny because he's known for doing that. And
no, I'm not. I'm literally not. You guys
I know,
are
I'm
known
seeing-
for being
okay,
the
what's this?
bad-faced corner of the entire fucking internet. That
I'm ready
is
to
your
click.
reputation.
Okay.
How are you gonna say that's mine?
his debate tactics is just to talk as
What's
fast as
this?
possible.
I'm sorry if you don't know how to fucking speak English. Like, I can't help you if you're functionally retarded. If you can't understand what I'm saying, then say, please speak slower. Or maybe I can get you an annotated version at the end of the show if you want to go over my notes. Like, what the? He speaks fast.
Make so many points.
He
there
speaks
are like
fast.
3 people on
It's
the
like
panel that were like
speaking
English
fast,
second language. Like,
debate
right,
tactic.
You can't keep up.
I mean, to be
Holy
fair,
shit.
sometimes it is, but like, bruh.
Possibly refute them all at once.
Adam's
and,
family.
Yeah,
Yes.
he puts words in your mouth.
Big ass.
So he's doubling down.
What
I've,
the
like, gone back and
fuck?
forth with him on Twitter, like a few times.
Oh my god, I almost wanted to do that.
I think it's really interesting too because, like, when
So after arresting new Mossing on fire from the blaze. Oh, this is that. Oh yeah,
What
this
does
is
have
that
to do
guy.
with abusing your fucking partners?
Is this the guy? Is this the same guy?
Relationship with, it gets like call it like polyamory type thing, and it's understandable that people have different lifestyles
Sydney!
and paths. But I think it's funny to go after somebody who's because of what they didn't say and saying that that's complicit or that they agree, when in reality you're making a good point. It's just like with no fault divorce.
Dude, she's
or
looking
with
at my
abortion,
soul.
Right? Abortion was supposed to be safe and rare. It was literally supposed to be that in cases of a mother that's endangered. And that's the argument people still make today. Whenever you say, hey, abortion should
Not
be
safe
illegal,
for work,
they go, "What
Ghostly.
about when
God
mother's
damn it,
life
hold
is at
on.
risk? What
Secret
about
memes,
rape?
people. I'm
What
checking
about
the secret
incest?" And
memes.
it's like, okay, but that's like less than 3% of abortions. Okay, so in some of
I
these-
don't
some of these
understand what
cases,
makes this not safe for work.
most
Is it because it's
abortions are
like
just
kind of eye
elective.
focused, I
People
guess?
wanting to get an abortion, and that's what the slippery slope does.
Mary
so
is
when you're
cute and
saying
you're
you have
all just
mental abuse
coping.
without defining what that is, remember misgendering
Bruh.
mental abuse. So if you're married and your wife says, "Call me a him," and you're like, "I'm not calling you a him," is that meant?
Is she gonna disagree with him here? Because now he's restating a similar argument that everyone else on the panel made. Oh, mental abuse is made up. It's not even fucking real. Is she gonna push back and go, hold on, Elijah. Now, that's not fair to say. There probably are a lot of cases where there's mental or emotional or psychological abuse going on where women should be allowed to leave their relationship. Because now, here you go, Mary. You've got all the time in the world to make your stance perfectly crystal clear. I hope you're gonna fight back against what he's saying, and you're not just gonna go, yeah, and...
Right.
Mental abuse, like where does the characteristic of what abuse is get defined? Do you have a definition? Like where would abuse be to where that's finally a standard to divorce?
Yeah, and for
Pre-watched. Pre-watched. He got so flabbergasted that he was right. He's like, okay, I gotta step away for a sec, y'all. Jesus. Rewatched. Bruh. Just...
Okay. All right. What are we doing? I couldn't endure. I'm sorry.
You couldn't endure? Endure? What's this?
Listen, I need
That's
3
not
more
like
people
it's
for my
clickable, you
kick or
said you
keep
don't
show
care,
tonight
so
that have
already. Okay.
Fuck, who joined? Are you gonna be my keeper? Oh god. Oh no.
No! No, not Kelly!
Kelly.
Kill me!
What's up, buddy?
Jesus!
Do you
Get
remember I
out!
was trying to explain the double slit experiment to you.
That you did! You cucked him in the middle of my talk that I've been waiting 30 minutes to have to one-up me, Kelly. Why did you do that?
Nothing about that statement was true, okay?
You sat down and you said, I was trying to explain this to my friend, but he couldn't understand what I was saying.
No,
and then
okay, firstly, I was trying to say that my explanation of what I was talking about was bad, but I wasn't trying to explain the double slit experiment to you either. And also,
So what is Keeper Kick? Is Keeper Kick basically like a viewer call-in thing?
the walk from the tent to the book thing to waiting for all the people to go through the line? I'm pretty sure it was like, okay, it might have been 20 minutes. Okay, not 30 minutes. My bad.
We traded Nick and Zerker for this broad. Great trade deal, bro.
And then you talk
Kelly
about
Jean joins. What's the meme?
people in the queue behind you.
Stop.
And then I asked a question. I didn't interrupt anything.
Well, my conversation with him was interrupted because I said I want other people to come through and sign books because I don't want to sit there and talk.
Not my fault.
But your question was to try to show me up.
Cover for
No, it wasn't. Like I was saying that
Fucking
my
queen.
explanation of what I was talking about was bad, so I wasn't talking
That's a yikes.
I was trying to talk about another duality in particle physics that I looked up the name of it because I couldn't remember what the name.
Casper the Pick-Me goes, Jesus Christ.
And I rambled about the Large Hadron Collider because it related to like scattering processes with protons. But
Holy fucking askers.
To him what I was talking about, but he didn't even know what I was talking about initially because I was obviously doing a really bad job of explaining what I was trying to talk about. And then when he did understand, he explained to me, like, you know, how they come up with sort of mathematical equations for like predicting the scattering.
Remember, guys, it's never Kelly. It's just a coincidence. She's the common denominator in so many moments of absolute retardation.
It was not.
I mean,
trying to get him to explain. Like, I'm 100% sure that you knew what.
I will endure. Game of Thrones.
Would have been kind of dumb.
Kelly Jean gotta lay off the tea.
But also, like, I don't blame you for like not. Like you
What's
tuned
this-
out
what's
not
this?
paying much attention, so it's not like.
Bruh.
Yeah, because you guys talked for 20 minutes, like, oh, fuck me. And I walked away.
To be fair, after like
Yep.
10 minutes, I did look back at you and trying to get you involved, but you were talking to somebody else behind me, so I was like, oh.
I know, I'm sorry. Because after 10 minutes,
Milkers.
I checked out.
Just a wall of askers.
After this and got back.
He's like a
into-
Nobel-winning
was that
fucking
character like
physicist.
USA
I wanted to
thing?
find
What the
out why
fuck
he
is
didn't think
this?
that AIs could ever be conscious. That was an
the
interesting
fuck?
topic to me.
Is this
Not
Garbage
a
Pail
random
Kids?
fucking physics question. Why? Kelly.
I queued up too. I should have.
True, you did. Nope, that's true. Okay, you're right. Okay.
You could have jumped in after.
I'm not gonna jump in and cut you off. That would be rude.
No, I didn't do that either, by the way. But you could have just after I finished.
Okay. Well, no, because the guy was basically dead by the end of that conversation. I don't know if the guy's still alive now. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Also, did I really cuck you? Or
Yeah,
was
you
this
did.
just me
But I
being
mean, that's not
cute?
100% your fault. You just. But
I
you
was
know.
just existing.
Well, no, you came and you sat right next to me at
There
the
was
end of
nowhere
my.
else to sit.
In a massive booby outfit that, yeah, of course, the person's probably like, oh shit, these people are together, and then she bounces, okay?
I don't even remember seeing a blonde staff member.
There wasn't, she wasn't blonde, she was brunette.
Oh, okay, and then I know who it is.
Yeah, well.
Never mind. Why did you say it's blonde? Okay.
Did I say
Just
blonde?
chat being incorrect. It might have been DGG being dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, way to go.
All right then. Just glad we cleared that up.
Okay, have fun, be careful, buddy.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right,
Yes.
I need keeper kick participants. I need 3 of them now, okay?
What the fuck? So wait, what are we doing here?
Fine, get Fnatic. Okay.
Oh no! Oh boy, here we go.
We need 2 more from Kick. Rally expressed interest. Message relevant. He might want to come.
Why are you linking a Twitch streamer, dude? You can't do people on Twitch. Fucking jackasses.
Please don't say Sasha Grey dropped out. No, the problem is that I messaged her. She said she'd be interested in the next one.
Destiny. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Dude. This last minute fucking me over. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Listen, I was out of the country, okay? This is...
You were out of the country and you decided to cook my top fucking 2 people.
Well, at least...
I'm sorry, okay?
Well, at least,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
we got
we're
real
working on
voice on a
funny
new
one.
mic.
You got your new mic?
Holy...
We?
Yeah.
Who's we? I'm not French.
I gave you irrelevant. That's one.
No orbiters. I like Welly, but they're just gonna vote him to the end.
He's not even my orbiter. I broke up with him after he platformed Lav. We hate each other now, so there you go.
Oh, come
You're
on.
lying to me. Listen, I'm trying to reach out to Fnatic. Honestly, at this point, oh god, I wish I could. Okay, first of all,
if you want, you can reach out.
any-
Okay, Fnatic, I removed. You can reach out to that Katie chick too, because I unfriended her as well. So they they might both want to participate. Okay.
Guys, wait, hold
Did he
on,
actually hold on? Did he actually break it off with Rally because of the live shit? I mean, it would make
This is a new mod.
it would make
is the
sense,
Shure
I guess,
MP7.
but like,
you don't need to guess who
bruh.
paid for it, by the way. Anyways,
Why did Sasha
I'm
drop out?
pissed.
Sasha didn't drop out. I asked if she'd be interested, and she said yes, but I didn't follow up for like 4 days because I was fucking traveling. And then when I messaged her, she's like, "Oh shit, I'm busy this week, but I can do it next week." So,
you know who I feel like? I feel like Devin Nash. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Devin Nash, and I feel like this is how it is to like actually fucking interact with streamers and like get them to fucking figure something out. Like, okay, you don't want to fucking get the people, you don't want to make the questions, fine. You know what I mean? Slave labor, fine, cool. Who cares, right? It's okay. But last second, oh, you know what? Fuck Alex Stein. We're not having him on. Last second, what happened from last week till this week that made you change your mind? That's what I'm trying to
okay,
figure out.
I reset relations with everybody. Okay, I okayed Alex Stein initially, and then I was doing Twitter shit or whatever, and then a bunch of videos come up with this fucking loser still like dressing up in malls and like doing this weird fucking trans bullshit or whatever, and I just don't want to be involved in that, in the pathetic like conservative cut culture war over trans people. I just don't want any part of it. If that's like what you're doing, I just don't want to be involved. So I don't care. Fuck it. So
okay, you also included Nicholas J. Fuentes and Zerk. What the fuck are those guys doing?
Zerka is
They're
on
the
some
same-
weird manic upswing right now. He talks a lot of weird shit about me and everybody else. I don't even know what's real or not real. I just don't want to be as involved when he's on his like manic fucking episodes. I don't know. I'm not interested in him coming.
My man, this is like, we need that type of shit.
Yeah, but like not. It's just like Claw and Clint were good levels of like weird shit, but Zerka's on like some other shit right now. I don't know. Okay. Can I not have some boundaries? Can I not have some people that I don't want to?
Bro, boundaries. That cool. I understood. Like, fuck. I forgot somebody. Right. Honestly, I tried my best to get the Anavar chick. I tried my best. I just couldn't get to her. I tried a couple of people. Okay, I couldn't get to them. Alex Stein is like, you said, yeah, he apologized, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're over it. But now I see him dressing up as girls or whatever the fuck. Now that's boundaries. Like, I thought it was all forgiven and whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I thought you got over that shit. But just for you to say, oh, now boundaries because he's dressing up as this, that, or that. My man, we had Claw on. We literally had Claw on.
Yeah, but nobody takes Claw seriously. That's the difference. Okay.
Okay.
Claw's like...
Kind of a fair point.
I clicked Alex Stein's Twitter just because I'm curious, like what he's talking about. 7 hours ago, I went to @Petco to see if they can turn my dog into a lesbian this Pride Month. Okay, like I just don't want to like listen. I know that you're a Muslim, so it hits different for you. Okay, but believe it or not, I am still a big LGBT guy. I support these communities, and he's made like the whole past like fucking months of his career like shitting on them. Like I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to be involved in that or support that or platform that or help boost that at all. You know, I'm sorry. I'm such a LGBT cuck, but.
But who the fuck was pushing? Like, none of the questions would have been like, You're the host, you're the moderator. You would have been able to like make sure the conversation doesn't go down a fucking path where it's like just shitting on trans people left, right, and
Yeah,
center.
I
You
know,
what
but I
mean?
don't want to like. I don't want him getting any of my fucking clout. Okay, I don't want him being involved in it at all. I don't want to bolster it. I don't want to support it. Okay,
I mean-
that's where I'm at. Okay.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Although Britney is losing her mind on Twitter, is like fucking this bitch ass nigga Destiny.
I fucked her
ruining
over too.
my-
I did. I fucked her over. I did. Yeah.
No, I need to like a couple of them tweets to be honest. But you know what? I'm like, what? Fuck it, dickhead. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with streamer Andy. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know, it comes with the territory. Although I'm not gonna lie, I am
That's NSFW. I'm glad I didn't show that on stream. Good God.
this shit up just for you to be like, you know what?
She kind of hot.
Saw a
but,
couple of
like,
tweets about a dog dressing up as a fucking whatever the fuck. Cool. Bring 3 people.
I'm working on it. I was looking for him right now. Okay.
No, you weren't looking for them right now. What you were doing right now is reacting to some shit video. I hate these fucking people. They don't understand English. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Find me 3 people. But you tell me big Destiny fucking I have 1,000 friends on Discord. You can't find 3 people? You know what I want? I want a transsexual black supremacist. And I want a fucking right-leaning, damn near like Adolf Hitler type guy. And I want like a random girl.
Okay.
Could you find me these 3
What about
people?
low tier god? Did you ask him?
Honestly, that would be big. Can you get low tier god on? Can you get him on?
Okay, low tier god. Okay. Hey yo, on every
Get low
week
tier god on
on
Vegan Games.
Kick, I do a show where we have 9 people on, and they get asked questions, and we vote to keep or kick one at a time, and the winner gets a host on Kick at the end. We're doing a show tonight at 6 EST, and we're missing a few contestants. Do you want to join? Question mark. Sorry, I know this is last minute. Just let me know if you want on.
Wait.
Okay, that's low tier god. Wait, low tier god said he's never touching Kick again.
Okay, he doesn't need to stream on Kick. You know what I mean?
Well, how is he gonna get the host then?
No, we'll assume he won't win.
Okay,
What
tree
about
of
Wes?
logic. Boom. You said you already have Wes, don't you?
I have Wes. Yeah, I have Wes. Fucking hell, dude. Let me think. Get Miskiff. He signed with Rumble, so now he'd be totally down to interact with you. Get Miskiff on.
Okay, hold on.
What do you think about that, by the way? What do you think? What?
Wait,
what, you think
Miskiff
of
signed with
100%?
Rumble? What?
Vegan. Okay, I'll ask Vegan Gains.
Oh no.
This is retarded. Oh, I'm not even friends with him on Discord. You can ask Alinity too. I don't remember
Jesus
Christ right now.
There's a couple people that are on that list. Newcomers. You know what I mean? You know what? You know what, guys?
Okay, we asked Alinity.
I'm sitting on a comfortable chair right now, so I did get a new chair, so that's why I'm not that angry. My tailbone is not committing suicide.
I can't ask Katie because I removed her from my friends list this morning.
First of all, that fucking Zionist witch, she literally called me a racist. She's like, this guy is racist. She had me on a panel. It was like a bunch of like black African Americans dudes circle jerking about everybody hates black people, blah blah. And I came in there, I was like, shut up, 70% out of wedlock fucking Andes. Go find your fathers. You know what I mean? And then they're like, whoa, kind of fucking, you know, crazy. But they were shitting on me to begin with. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck are you shitting on me? What did I do? You know what I mean? I was like, what?
True. What about Magnum Logan?
I actually do.
I was gonna say Katie's not. She's not a Zionist. She literally like.
Oh, what about Janelle? Oh shit.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What about the FBI chick? Darius has been hounding me to have her on.
FBI chick?
Nina, whatever her name is.
Neat. Oh. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. What's her name? Does she go by Nina right now? Let me check.
Yeah. What's her Discord? Oh my god. Also, please up the fucking bro. I was literally planning because you know when I'm in Somalia, I'm not gonna fucking be hosting the show, right? I was planning on like a big show because we'll go on a 2-week break. Big fucking show. So when you're in the negotiation,
Magnum Logan,
you know what I mean?
Manifolds. What is it?
Juicy contract where you're like, oh, you know what? Fuck Alex.
Magnum Logan stock's not looking too hot right now.
I just name dropped you and he responded within 5 minutes.
Yeah, because he really wants to do content with me.
Yeah, I was like, nice. I felt good. I was like, nice pickle.
Fuck. It's only the second day of my vacation, dude, and I got 5 more days. Bad Bunny? Bruh.
Guys, type in the chat. No, Alabro, he blocked me, boys. He blocked me. I was like, Destiny block, you know? But like with the Destiny name, sometimes you either get a DM in like 2 seconds or you get a block, you know what I mean?
No, look, I'm just busy. I was so busy, okay? I was so busy. Okay, what was the name of that one chick from the the Nev, the one that called me a cuck? I wonder if she would come on. I don't even think she streams. Never mind.
I checked that called you a cuck. Like, come on, could you narrow it down?
You have access to Sneeko, Jadian, and Aiden. No, Ross, none of those people are gonna come to the show. I don't even think Mizkif has any kind of role. They would do shows on their own.
I was traveling. That's why I blacklisted 3 people for poor reasons, bruh. Shut up.
Are you really going back to fucking Somalia, dude?
Yep.
What? What can you? Why? Or you're gonna go Zerka your career?
Okay. Listen, I'm only gonna be there for 2 weeks, and I'll find my way back here. You know what I mean? Like, 9/11.
What if you
style,
get fucking killed or some shit, like on some jihad shit? Like you said something bad online, and they go find you.
I think they said they're getting low back on.
Listen, I'm not no. I
think yeah, Legend of Winnie is gonna be on this next
like,
one.
Bro, I lived in Somalia for 3 years. I'm good. Those are my people. You know what I mean? Also, I do live in a palace over there.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
Actually, I do live. It's
oh,
kind
that's
of
cute
sad.
because they let like the servants live with their masters or whatever.
Oh,
like, on the caste system or whatever. Yeah.
You need to understand. My neighborhood is all like you know, corrugated sheets. Like, you know what corrugated sheets are, right?
I have no
like the
idea
metal
what the
that's
fuck
like
that
wavy.
means.
It's like the metal sheets. Like all of the houses around us are like that, and then there's just one massive house. I kind of feel terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Shantytown, bruh.
But at the same time, you know what I mean? Get good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Don't take it that way, please. I feel bad for my people. I really do. Oh my god. I know I'm not gonna die, and yes, I have to fucking leave the country. It's not like I have any choice. You know what I mean? Like my visa expired. I have to dip.
Oh shit, BX Bullet. Oh no, I've removed her too. Fuck! I removed all the content.
Exactly, and you know who has access to all of those content? A certain Jonathan Zerka. By the way, fuck Zerka real quick. Can I just get this off my chest?
Oh, so you got problems too. Yeah, go ahead. Let it off.
I have problems with the whole. By the way, you keep talking about the way he's talking about me too randomly because he's so convinced. He is so convinced that you replaced me with I replaced him, and he was like, look at this. He replaced me with Karantos, and he provides the same content without the risk of losing the viewers. That's what he said when he was on Sneeko's stream with Melina.
Damn, RTBA saying fuck Leafy.
Like there's some weird E that Swedish people say for some reason, but
like it's because I watch NMP and they have another. Malena, I think is her. Yeah. Anyways, like the guy is so fucking like he's losing his mind, thinking that oh my god, this guy replaced me. He's taking food off my plate. Fuck him. And by the way, shout out to my people because every time he streams, his chat is just filled with Carl Karantos. And you know, he's like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? That Muslim fucking pedophile, whatever the fuck. Coming from
yeah, I said I was gonna leave when Karantos jumped in.
You know, it is.
I might still do that.
Is he still banned in your Discord?
I know I unbanned him the day that you asked me to, like fucking 12 years ago.
So why does he keep pushing that narrative that he's still banned?
I don't know. Because he's manic. Okay.
I hate mentally ill people. Can I just say that real quick? Like, guys.
Wait, hold on, real quick, because I'm American. You know foreign affairs better than me, because you have to. Okay. What is going on in Serbia?
You said foreign affairs and you start talking about Eastern Europe. Okay, dude.
You're closer to that than I am, okay?
Fuck if I know. Whoa,
okay, well.
Holy shit. Serbia? You could have said any other place on earth and I might have had an idea. You said Eastern Europe. Fucking hell.
Alright, fuck you.
Jeebus. What the fuck is even a Serbia?
I don't know.
Actually, is Luka from Serbia?
Somebody linked me a Twitter video. This is the worst that it's been for many years. Serbian militants in northern... Oh, is this Kosovo? Attack NATO forces and wound 11 of them. The cycle of escalation must be broken quickly. Oh, in Kosovo. Wait, what's going on? Damn. I feel like I should have probably read about this. If NATO forces are getting attacked. Boom. Okay. Okay, don't care about this. What is this? Okay, I just messaged like 10 people. Okay, I'm flexing hard right now.
You know what? I would say thank you, but you know, this would have been nice if you did it like a week ago.
Chill.
When
Okay,
I asked
hold on,
you
wait. Give me 30 seconds. I need to watch this clip. Just chill.
Go ahead.
I think a lot of people can.
I can't, dude.
Okay. Yeah, hot dude. With all due respect, that's just not the kind of thing that I want to have associated with. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you.
everything.
Is that really MLD? That guy? I don't know. Okay.
Okay, are you done? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm putting out my feelers. What about Cutie Cinderella?
Hey, I know you guys are friends. Bring it on.
Boom, boom.
By the way, can I just get this out really quick, like random, very random off-topic thing? And
Yeah.
speaking of boundaries, you know, it's kind of hilarious, but I just need to get this out. You know, I have to. It's been sitting heavy on my conscience. I swear to God.
Go ahead, my friend.
I've been I've been linked the video where you first went to New Zealand. You, Melina again, right? And the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I swear to God, I think the cat blender video might have been easier on my heart.
Oh my
than that
God,
one.
it's MLD.
It's
That
so
was
funny. Everybody always
MLD.
talks about. Everybody always
I
talks
forgot
about
it's
that
Monday,
guy
so that
getting
means that
cucked.
CSB's on right now.
But she was technically engaged to another guy there. That guy probably technically got cucked worse. Okay, if you really want to get
Listen,
into it, all right.
listen. Do me a favor. Change that blue hair to red, because that was the most red pill shit I've ever seen you
Listen,
do.
when you do open relationships, that's part of the gamble. Okay.
Bro, that was satan. No, can we just acknowledge that it was satanic? Like, you were, the guy wanted to sit next to you. You're like, oh, I'm tired, I want to sleep. And then you went into the room, and all you could hear is like noises.
I
was
never.
like,
Hold on.
oh
It's this rumor gets repeated so much. I never fucked her in that room. We literally went to sleep. I was so fucking drunk and hungover.
This guy is crazy.
Why would I? I don't know why anybody would think I would lie about this. If I fucked her, I would just say it.
You're red pill as fuck, by the way. That shit, I watched that.
It's
I
just
was
such
like,
a. It's such a weird,
God.
random thing to fucking lie about. I don't know why you would think I would ever make up that story.
I don't know. I don't know. But like at the same time, you're also trying to tell me, hey, Q, don't believe your ears, because I heard that shit. Unless you sleep kind of funny and you moan when you
No,
sleep.
I wasn't
then maybe-
moaning. There was no noise. I literally passed the fuck out immediately. If there was noise, it was coming from the other fucking room. Also, let's hypothetically, let's assume that I did go into that room to fuck her. Let's say that I did that. Why the fuck would I make enough noise be picked up by the stream that I know is on right the fuck outside? Why would I do that?
I don't know. Maybe like freaky deaky time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
really want my.
I don't know. Some people
Oh
are
my
into
god,
that
wait!
type of shit.
Set, put the feelers out to Mira. Do you have? I don't have Mira added on anything, but she might do it. She's super hungry for her.
Oh my god, she looks exactly like your wife, but with more melanin.
What? No.
I swear to God,
Mira,
that Mira chick,
contact
the
her.
Russian chick, right? Yeah,
What?
she looks exactly like her. The Russian chick, I think, right? Isn't she Russian? Mira or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she looks
Why?
exactly like her. It's kind of scary. But yeah, that video right there was wow. Great video, by the way, if you just want to be speechless. Like, I know I talk a lot, but when I saw that video, I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating. 5 to 10 minutes, I didn't say a word. I just sat in silence. I don't know. Maybe that was younger you, though. You know what I mean? You look... Also, I think when you get drunk, you get more human.
Thanks.
Because you are, like, more talkative. I was like, it's not this robot. You know what I mean? Thanks. Gotcha. And, you know, like, you do this weird thing where you laugh, but, like, for 1 second, and you immediately stop laughing. But
okay.
And I'm like, how the fuck can somebody go from like, and the way it's not like, it's
Are
like
we not, you don't want me to
laughing
find
super
anybody. You just want to talk about. If you want to fanboy
No, my
out for
bad.
no, if you
No,
want to
man.
fanboy out for an hour, that's
Who's
fine. Any other
fanboy?
videos of mine that you watch that you want to share with me right now? That you want? Remember the time when I said 4 Brofester Hit Squad in StarCraft like 15 years ago? Is there any other moments you want to share with me?
Get your head out of your ass. Your hair's blue, not brown, bitch ass nigga. Stop trying to act as though I'm fanboying. I'm just pointing out that video was satanic as fuck. Can I not just point that out? Like,
Yeah,
is
Pete.
that crazy?
Fucking Steven.
I mean, you acknowledge that too, right? Like that.
What crazy?
Yeah, like the way you destroyed that kid. Like, his life is not the same. I don't even know how his life is like, but I could sell everything that I have, which isn't really that much, but I could put it all on the line and say, you completely like altered that guy out of existence.
They were 20
You know what I
years
mean?
old. Relationships end. What do you want me to say?
Jeebus.
That's life. Yeah, I am a cold person. Oh,
Say it.
I was, but I'm not on kick. I was about to, but I'm sorry, I'm not on kick. I'll
Yeah,
you know?
sure. I saw a clip from years ago where you were quoting somebody's like somebody saying the N-word.
Yeah.
And like you say the N-word when you're quoting it, just say it like normally. I don't know.
Well, I'm on YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble, you know. Wait, what about Grace? Did you ask her again?
Fuck! Oh, come on, man, you lazy bitch! Stop bringing the same people. Oh, fuck's sake!
I'm sorry. We gotta have a whole new cast every single fucking episode.
Yes! Just like I did before. Some certain guy said, I don't want to have these people on anymore because they had a trans dog on their Twitter. You know, yes, I yes. Look, is that video? You closed it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't need to fanboy on my own clips.
Oh god.
Is there any other past things?
Okay.
It's okay, dude. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm here. This is your dream.
Man, I
that
was
you
like
were
right here,
talking
I
to
think.
me. I bet you've been looking up to me for so long, and now you finally are getting to be on my stream, getting to chat with me. I understand. That's great. Okay, that's fine. I support it. I support you. Okay.
Do you know somebody? Do you know somebody by the name Seventh? Oh wait, who's
the crazy girl? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's insane. Hold on, I'll message her.
Also, Claw's girlfriend's been like talking shit in my replies.
Isn't that Claw's girlfriend? Isn't that her? The 7th girl?
It's her. It's her.
I think so.
I don't know. Her name on Twitter is different. Yeah, I think it's her.
Meg 7. Oh my god, she's actually hot as fuck.
Bro,
she's been like schizo posting in my DMs for like the past like 2 weeks.
Welcome, ladies. How are you doing?
Beat off
Welcome
to like the
show.
schizo
Cutie
fucking
Cinderella
messages.
versus Casey
No, she just says like the most random things. She's like, I could box you, and I said, yeah, let's do it. She said, Claw said he'd allow it. Are you Neuralinked up? And if not, will you be getting one? I said, yeah, I've got one right into Claw's brain. She said, what's he thinking about right now? And I said, he's thinking about how much he wants to beat you up again.
Oh, that's
I don't know. Our
spicy.
DMs are just like schizo. It's like the most schizo shit in the world.
Jesus.
I don't know. I sent her an invite anyway, though. Let's go. She goes in other chats to call Destiny an abuser. Yeah, I own it. I am an abuser, and I don't care. Wait. No, just kidding. I shouldn't say that. I'm not an abuser. I take that back.
I take it all back.
You're high energy. What did you do in London or wherever you went?
Absolutely nothing. 2 girls canceled on my plans. So now I just did business the whole time.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it's probably
This guy's
because I didn't have any fucking time for anything anyway.
So you're telling me this energy just comes from you being excited to talk to me? Seems like you're the fan, honestly. This is cute. I'm not gonna lie.
My energy comes from my rediscovery of
Fuck
playing
you,
video games again. I
Kratos.
played Triangle Strategy for like 20 hours on planes. It was so much fun. I'm so happy, you know?
Okay, listen. We all say things to cope. It's fine. Listen, at the end of the day, boys, you could thank me by, going to kick.com/Quarantos, QORANTOS, and maybe like gifting 100 subs. You know what I mean?
Nah.
I'm not even live right now, honestly. Like, guys, I took a break from, my Olympic level, you know what I mean, leeching. I took a break today. I was like, I'm just pissed I lost Alex Stein. I was like, that would be great content. You know what the problem with last week's, because we said we'll have a conversation about it. Okay, now everybody's saying Nopers, go kill yourself. Keep yourself safe. You're on YouTube. What did I want to say? Yeah, the problem with last week's panel is people wouldn't talk enough. This panel would have been amazing. I just want to put that out there. It would have been amazing.
Know that, okay? Chill. Just stop.
I don't even know that. Yeah, I know that for a fact. He would have went crazy all over you. You would have probably jumped in. Actually, why don't I have mute perms at least when the fucking show goes on?
I should make like another role for you, but I don't know how to do it without my admin screaming at me, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can we make like a Salamanese role or whatever for this guy? Is that...
Okay, nice one. You're a comedic genius. You ever tried stand-up?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah,
Every
maybe
night
you should
here
try
on Destiny
standing up,
stream.
you 5'2" gremlin. But let me say this, right?
Yeah,
Let me
go
say
ahead.
this. You need to put a timer on top of the contestants, and we need to not turn our cameras on.
Why can't we turn our cameras on?
I like it better that way. Like just a voice in the background, because that just puts all the attention on the viewers. That's
Okay.
number one. Number two, excuse me, the contestants. Number two, what is it? Make it full screen. Like last time when it was like, I don't know, taking up 85% of the space, it looked nasty as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like just
Yeah,
make
but the
it
only
full
problem is
screen.
it changes when people like leave and join and shit. What I'll probably do is I should just get like people to make like a mini overlay and shit for it. But I didn't know if the show was gonna last more than one episode, so.
Oh, really? You thought I was gonna fumble the bag, right? Listen, you said renegotiation table. I'll try to slip a contract in for you for the keep show. Hey, when I heard that, bro, the entire reason why I'm coming back in 2 weeks is just to continue the show. You do know that, right?
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm giving foreigners a chance to make it. Okay, I'm sharing the American dream abroad.
Wallahi, you're a bitch. Can I just put that out there real quick?
Yeah, go.
You took me being a real nigga, like moving properly as it's all thanks to me.
I mean, I'm just saying, okay? There is a reason why you're working with a red-blooded, Trump-loving American, okay? And not another Soleimani's guy, okay, on this shit. So I would just like some credit, and my country would like some credit for the economic opportunities being afforded to you, all right?
Jesus Christ.
Soleimani, are you trying to say Somali, you fucking... what the fuck is that? Bro, stop talking. At this point, you're making me feel like terroristic. Stop.
Okay, my bad.
Honestly, stop. You know what's sad?
Uh-huh.
I just want to share this story real quick. When I was growing up, you know what I mean? Like I was
watching my
8
streams.
years old.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't watching your streams. Actually, I was like 10 years old when you started streaming. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Anyways, you're too old. Obama was the president, right? 2008, 9.
Thank God,
like
yes.
Elected.
Our black president, yeah.
And I actually looked at him. I was like, my nigga, but I didn't know the N-word back then. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And I used to like look at the Oval Office, and when I was a kid, I was like, I'll be the president of the United States. And then I grew up and I realized, oh wow, these niggas like killed so many of my people. It's like unlucky. I can't look up to that nigga now. I can't get excited to be the president. So that was unfortunate. Also, I realized that you can't be the president unless you were born.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, you have to be born in America to be a president,
that
dummy.
was the biggest one. But then also, like, he was, he bombed my people a little too much. Also, when I said I'm going to Somalia, you do know there's 2 regions in Somalia, right?
No, I have no idea. Talk to me about it. Educate me.
Yeah, there's the Somaliland region and there's the Somali region. Somaliland was colonized by the British. Somalia was colonized by the Italians. That's why I speak like my father speaks Italian, not me.
Oh, I see. Territory controlled and territory claimed, but not.
All right. I'm gonna hop over to YouTube real quick. I just want to see Sally is a dog posted a video, apparently something about
League, and I noticed that there was something for free drops, but this time there was actually a blueprint. So I left the stream up, walked away from my computer, and came back in an hour to claim it. From the thumbnail, it looked like it was an MP5, but I logged on this morning, found it in my inventory, and actually, it is a Cast-Off 7.4U, a gun that is not even used in the Call of Duty League, which was surprising. It's a cool-looking blueprint.
I forgot about this. Well, to be fair, I've given up on Call of Duty. I'll be real.
Also makes for good content. I'll stream it.
Especially with the bullshit they've done with like SM2, X Labs. Although SM2 kind of brought upon themselves, and kind of X Labs did too.
Like I said, I live in a fucking.
I play mainly Plutonium anyway, so if they go after Plutonium,
really that
fuck
dangerous. I don't know why
Activision.
people. I mean, I will visit Somalia though. My father is in the southern region right now. I'll go visit him there. You know what I mean? That'll be fun. Now that's the place where it looks like a fucking war zone. That place is beautiful but terrible at the same time. Like, the walls are fucking 20 feet high or something. Like, feels like Titan Land over there. It was good content though. I was about to dox myself, but guys, when I go there, I promise I'll stream it one time at least. One time. Okay, 7. I have her in Discord right now.
Oh my God, is she responding to you? I don't think she responded to me. Let me check.
Is she banned?
From my probably.
Okay, unban her. I'll send her information. Unban her. Unban her. Okay, where?
Hold on.
Come on.
Is she responding to you?
DGG.
Chad, do not visit Somalia.
I don't know how to contact Mira, but I'm pretty sure she would do this show too. If I had a way to contact.
Yikes.
She speaks English, right?
Mira?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are your ears not working that much when you've got her stream on?
I first of all, if I'm ever watching her, this because the volume is not on. Are you high?
Okay,
if I'm watching her, but she comes up in my recommended, I click on it, and every time it's just her back. By the way, random question. Oh yeah, what about Brittany Venti, by the way?
I don't know if she would take part in this type of content. Wait, 7th is not banned from my Discord. I don't see her.
Okay, she's not bad. What's like the most random part on a woman?
Oh, I got that Lauren Daly Gunner girl. She's coming. I got another one. Just Don't who me. Who are you? Okay, Destiny's sidekick.
Who?
Please stop. Destiny's affirmative action hire. Please
Oh!
fucking stop. Okay, Destiny's
Yeah, there
goodwill,
must be somebody
American
that you
goodwill to
deep
poor
in love
nations.
with.
The
on
Make-A-Wish
Earth.
kid.
Please.
I hooed her, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, don't hoot this
Oh my god.
Bro,
This
Jeebus, fuck.
motherfucker over here
Also-
looks like a fucking bank robber, okay? Trying to who people,
Facts.
please, okay?
Hey, guys, we're bringing
Jesus.
on Lauren Southern. How about that? I
Yeah,
don't like
true.
the
Go
law.
ahead,
We're
bring her.
bringing on
Yeah,
Lauren
message her.
Southern.
I
How
don't
about
care.
that?
Do it. If she
Yeah,
wants to
we're
join,
bringing-
knock herself out,
I
okay?
don't care. Wait. You didn't care about Alex Stein too, you bitch ass nigga.
Well,
you didn't
I
care
do
about
care about
Stein
Alex
too.
Stein again.
Yeah, you just scared yesterday. That's when you
Ah,
started caring.
I was busy. Okay, I'm traveling the world. I'm a shaker and a mover. Okay, and I was moving and shaking. I didn't have time to look
Yeah,
at your
go on.
DMs. All right.
Yeah, go on. You went to fucking Wales. I wouldn't consider that
Destiny
the
is
world,
like
buddy. You
sponsoring
went
an
to
African
fucking
child.
Scotland. It's
Oof.
ironic they call me the goat fucker, but I mean, shout out to all the Welsh people. See, now you're making me.
Wait,
talk
am I
shit
ever?
about
Are
people.
goats and sheep the same thing?
Close enough, nigga. Who the fuck are you? Are you a farmer?
I don't know.
No,
I thought they were sheep. Do
Ooh, yeah.
goats have like all the wool and shit? I thought they were different animals.
Bro, do they walk on all fours and are they fucking meat? Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
mean, so does your mom when I've got her trained around the house.
Okay, dude.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
Goats and sheep are way different.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Jesus. This guy's making me question everything I know about reality.
So you're like, oh my god, this guy's like from Somalia. He must know more than me about animals. Again, racially
Oh
motivated.
my
You grew up
God.
in Nebraska,
Okay.
buddy. It's
I'm
like,
muting the stream
maybe-
while I go take care of some stuff. I'm gonna go get some water. Gonna hit the bathroom. I'll hit the bathroom first. I'll be back. Alright, I get the water real quick. Wait. There we go. Alright. I might have just missed a real good
self. I don't need to
like when
speak
you
about
dripped
that.
off your chair when it broke 2 days ago.
What the fuck, bro? Who's linking shit? Okay, dude, who's linking shit? Guys, stop fucking being retarded. What the fuck?
Hey.
Yeah, but that was unfortunate. That's like the third. I think this country is made for like thin people. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
It's
sure.
fatphobic.
Absolutely.
ironic.
Is that what you say when you're on the airplanes and everybody next to you is complaining that you're spilling into their seats?
No, I'm not American. I don't suffer from that problem.
Okay.
Okay, Jeebus. Okay, so
Bro,
the
my
low-tier
ride
group-
back here, the lady had the most effective strategy I've ever seen in my life for fighting for the armrest. It was actually ingenious. I didn't even try to take this armrest from her. So number one was she was fat, which gives her a huge advantage because she's leaking over. And number two, she had open fucking sores all up and down her arms, and she was constantly scratching. I thought I was going to get transmission from this lady's
Oh,
fucking
God.
arm. Holy shit, it was so fucking disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Wait. Big Destiny signed to Kick and Rumble. 600 sub Andy. You don't fly first class?
No, I fly econ, okay? Listen, I don't know when this ride's gonna end. I gotta save up enough money in the meantime.
Bro, it's so... You know what's insane? A lot of you guys that are like big online say the exact same shit. I mean, I get it. It's like a... What's it? Like a fickle industry. Today you're big, tomorrow you're nothing. But, jeebus, at least I'd hope at this point you got a couple of... like maybe 1 M minimum, you know? Maybe. Just...
I think about it. The problem is that just like I travel so much, like I might first class international, but it's like I think it's like a $4,000 flight or something if you do first class. It's like
okay.
Maybe. Oh yeah, it's disgusting. The flight from here to Somalia is like $1,000.
No shot. Wait, from where to where?
From Malaysia to Somalia. I mean, it was 941, but who's counting?
Wait, one way?
One way. Yep.
Wait, can you look up airports on this website for these countries? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Kuala Lumpur, and then Somalia. It's disgusting. It's June 2nd. Nasty. Fuck it. Even my father was like, what?
Where do you normally look flights up at? On the airline website or?
No. It's one of those websites that give me like good ass discount. That's unlucky though. Also, it is Fly Emirates, so you know what I mean. I guess that's why.
There's Ethiopian Airlines though. Thai Airways International.
Yeah, the Ethiopian Airlines one is dog shit. I was like, fuck that shit, my nigga. I am good. I mean, honestly, the reason I took the more expensive flight was because I could cancel the ticket, and like I was, like me and my father were like scheming away for me to be here, and it required us to like be able to like cancel the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually we realized that it was highly illegal, and we're like, forget it.
I do not have enough credit card points to buy first class plane tickets. Bro, I hoard my shit like I'm playing an RPG. I don't know. I should. You're right. I should have spent it on it. I'm just not thinking. Or no, I just don't want to. I don't want to lose it, dude.
International flights. I mean, if it's like across the U.S., I get not taking like first class. If you could afford it, like I get saying, you know, I don't need first class. Let me take like econ or whatever. But like international flights, fucking 18 plus hours. Fuck that shit. If I could afford first class, I'm taking first class. You know, certain things you could cheap out on. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But comfort? Hell no. That's why I bought this fucking chair, and I'm only here for like 3 more days. Not the fact that the other chair broke and I didn't have any other replacements.
Wait, is my shit Melina? Hey, Melly Mel. Did you go to Victoria's Secret today? Oh, okay. In the Apple Store? In the Apple Store? Okay. I just curious.
Man, just looked at his bank statements.
And I see these charges. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, Jesus. Oh, also, any money I earn now, I'm gonna lose to Melina in a divorce. So fuck me. I'm not even incentivized to earn money. Oh, hold on. Nina responded to me. This would be the perfect time, if you won, to go on a huge crusade against sexism plus sexual harassment in the streamer world. Think about all the viewers. This is taking advantage of the mentally ill, 100%.
The fuck? Yo, what in the fuck did
Wait, what?
they just quote retweet?
Nothing better than taking a fat piss. Oh.
Yeah.
Oof. Davis. Oh. Is this whole, you know, I don't want to platform certain people. Is it like because you want to take like the next step up or some shit?
I don't know. Hold on. To be clear, Melina's not stealing my money. I was just making sure she was buying stuff and not a thief. Okay, let me just put that out there. Okay.
Guys, he's talking to you.
If they, I don't want to. If there are people that have like relatively big platforms that do a bunch of like anti-LGBT shit, I don't want to be involved in like platforming that or amplifying that.
But if they have small platforms, fuck it, right? It depends on how big they are. Doesn't it make sense that you shouldn't do it for the small guy because you're boosting him more than you are boosting the big guy?
No, because I don't think the small guys are going anywhere. But I don't want people to see me like endorsing Alex Stein or that I'm like drawing more attention or eyes to his stuff.
Makes sense. Wait, Nick is 23, right?
Letter was 24. Can't you Google his birthday?
No, you know, the art of conversation. Sometimes you ask people things that you kind of know the answer to. You know what I mean?
What?
It's the art of conversation. You don't know what that is? I just made it up, by the way. There's nothing called the art of conversation, but that's what I do. As in, you sit in silence too long, it becomes weird. You know,
Yeah,
I think too much in
damning
silence.
people. I'm trying to get.
Okay, who's the person that you just DM'd?
Right now, you're fucking. I'm trying to get that Australian girl to come on. Do you know Nina, the Australian girl?
Yeah, the FBI chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Come on.
How desperate are you for more people?
Oh, I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate. I swear to God, I'm not that desperate.
I forget
Not
how
that
quiet he is on my Discord since I turned down.
Destiny, please tell her I'm not that desperate. Go ahead.
Are you not? You need 3 people.
Well, he said he didn't want orbiters, so. Prince Stewart, $50. Destiny just wear a suit. A nice suit is all the fashion person needs. Thanks.
The influence of orbiters would only really apply if they were liked, right?
You are somebody who thinks.
You think I'm liked? I'm one of the least liked.
You know, DGG are trolls. They'll just keep you around just because, fuck it. Scaly Gene. They'll do
they're
that
gonna
shit.
apply that thinking to whoever you have on anyway.
No, because they won't be familiar with them. But if I could get on,
You know what, I'm gonna check my Discord and see
if you
who's
could
on.
fucking get low tier god.
Luigi playing with.
They know like most
I might just go hop on. No cap.
Most of the people that
Yeah,
I have
kinda
invited,
tired of
most of
this.
them aren't orbiters that sit in chat 24/7. You do know that your name is literally.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make a. Alright, sorry, getting it set up. Switch over to Marauders. Boom, boom. I'm gonna say 5:15, but I'm just pretty much gonna do it immediately after I end this one. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna turn off stream, get Marauders booted up, and then get back on Twitch and all that, so